Hello, followers of Swift Current Indians baseball. It's Ryan Schweitzer bringing you the action from Ross Wells Park in Moose Jaw. Hey, why not start a streak here tonight for the Swift Current Indians? A 9-6 victory in a rain-soaked event last night in Mitchell Field has moved the Tribe to 3-10 and eviscerated that pesky 8-game losing skid. So why not get on a roll tonight here in Moose Jaw against the Miller Express, or should we say the Moose Jaw Regals? The Moose Jaw Miller Express tonight donning retro uniforms to celebrate the Moose Jaw Regals, a team in the 60s that had a championship dynasty. So the Miller Express, rather than donning their traditional yellow unis, are going with the white and blue tonight. So yes, this is in fact a game between Swift Current and Moose Jaw, despite how the Miller Express look. Swift Current Indians batting order tonight. Jose Rojas, he led off last night and made things happen. He will do so again tonight. Tyler Enns will hit second and play center field. Darren Koch in left field hits third. Big Nate Ackerman hitting cleanup with his .392 average, 3 home runs and 8 RBIs. It is a Tribe debut for Nick Day from Arizona. He was just picked up at the Regina Airport today. The third baseman will hit fifth. He's expected to bring some power to the Swift Current Indians lineup. Catcher Kevin Betancourt will hit sixth. Casey Bang, the first baseman, hitting seventh. Jake Garcia hitting eighth, and San Antonio Texan Drew Brooks will hit ninth for the Swift Current Indians. They're deploying to the mound Nelson Quark. This is his fourth appearance in 3 appearances, 15 and the third innings pitched. 11 hits, 9 runs, 8 of them earned. He's walked 4, struck out 14, and has a record of 1-1, an ERA of 5.40. Moose Jaw Miller Express, they're going to start center fielder Derek Cornell. He'll hit leadoff. Chris Suarez hits second. Big Ben Douglas hits third. Jeremy Stidham will hit fourth. Jace McLean hitting fifth. Miles Orshellen hitting sixth. Andrew Wilson seventh. Levi Moon, the designated hitter, hits eighth, and Brennan Reedy will hit ninth as we stand for O Canada at Ross Wells Park.
Canada, our home and native love, in all thy sons command, with glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight is Retro Night at Ross Wells Park as the Miller Express will be wearing Moose Jaw Regals jerseys. The Regals played from 1961 to 1971. They won 4 league championships and were inducted into the Saskatchewan Baseball Hall of Fame in 2013. The Miller Express Regal jerseys will be auctioned off through silent auction, available at the Energard ticket window. Tonight's game day sponsor is JGL Livestock.
Well, there you have it, O Canada, and the history behind the look for the Moose Jaw Miller Express tonight. Wearing the retro Moose Jaw Regals jerseys, a championship dynasty here in Moose Jaw, now inducted in the Saskatchewan Baseball Hall of Fame. Starting pitcher for the Moose Jaw Miller Express, Craik, Saskatchewan's Tanner Spencer. He's a righty, wears number 24 in 3 appearances. He's worked 17 and a third innings, allowing 15 hits, 7 runs, all of them earned. He struck out 15 and walked 10, and sports a 3.63 ERA. So Tanner Spencer, his 4th start of the year against the Swift Current Indians. As we see the ceremonial first pitch.
Thank you to tonight's game day sponsor, JGL Livestock.
A strike into the mitt of catcher Jeremy Stidham.
And
we're jacked up and good to go.
Let's play ball at Ross
Game number 1 of a 3-game road swing for the Swift Current Indians in Moose Jaw tonight. They'll head back to Swift Current and sleep there tonight and then board the bus for a 6.5-hour trip to Edmonton, Alberta tomorrow. Yes, Edmonton, the capital of the Canadian province of Alberta, for the benefit of our American friends joining us. About 6.5, 7 hours on the Iron Lung. And the Tribe with 2 games in Edmonton, Saturday night and Sunday afternoon. But right now it's all about the Moose Jaw Miller Express. This is a team that the Tribe is trying to catch in the standings. Moose Jaw with a record of 7-10, the Tribe with a record of 3-10. So the Swift Current Indians snapping that 8-game losing skid last night in a game that was officially called due to rain in the 8th inning. Swift Current Indians with a 9-6 lead, and the teams agreeing to shake hands as the rain poured and with no end in sight. So they're getting ready to do it all again here. Joe Carnahan makes his way across the field to the third base coach position, and the Swift Current Indians. Over the years, Ross Wells Park has had some interesting ball games between these two. There's a lot of mutual respect between these two teams. No real grudge match feel here, just two teams with plenty of history getting set to go head-to-head here in Moose Jaw. Jose Rojas leading off for the Swift Current Indians.
Leading off for Swift Current.
Rojas, 385 average. He's got a couple home runs and leads the Tribe in stolen bases. He's got 6 of them. Last night in Swift Current was Jose's first game hitting in the leadoff spot, and he made things happen there, gathering a couple of hits and swiping a few bags. He's an energy-type player for the Swift Current Indians, full of personality, an energy guy who makes things happen. So Rojas digging in, and the Swift Current Indians trying to spoil the retro jersey party here in Moose Jaw. Rojas hitting from the left side of the plate against the right-hander Spencer as he winds and delivers in first pitch. Strike 1 called by home plate umpire Trevor Drury, and it's an 0-1 count to Jose. Tanner Spencer getting set to deliver. Second offering to Rojas. Jose gets underneath that and hits a fly ball into left field, and getting underneath that and making the grab is Chris Soares. So Rojas swings at an 0-1 and flies out to left field. That'll bring Tyler Enns to the plate.
Now to bat for Swift Current center fielder number 24, Tyler Enns.
Tyler Enns, a couple of big games for the Swift Current Indians, and for the first time this year, he has that batting average above the Mendoza line, hitting .208 for the Tribe. Big night for Enns last night in Swift, getting a couple hits for the Tribe, touching home plate as well in their 9-6 victory. So Enns awaiting the first offering from Spencer, and the right-handed pitcher winds and fires and just catches the outside portion of the plate, going low and away. Right-handed pitcher Spencer, that's a pitch that he'll want to throw to righty hitters. And Enns lines one up the middle. That's in the glove of Wilson, who turns and throws to first, and they get Enns on a nice athletic play by the shortstop Wilson. So Enns grounds out to short.
Now to bat for Swift Current.
Andrew Wilson with a good play.
Darren Koch.
And that'll bring Darren Koch to the plate. Koch hitting third in the Tribe lineup. Koch, 296 hitter. First pitch just misses low. And 1-0 count to Koch from the Canadian province of BC. As Spencer delivers, Koch hits one in foul territory, deep foul, and that one not playable. Certainly not as much foul territory here at Ross Wells Park as we have at Mitchell Field, especially down that left field line. And that ball getting on out of here. And a long strike out of the deal for Tanner Spencer, starting pitcher for the Moose Jaw Miller Express. Nate Ackerman, team leader in RBIs. He's got 8 of them. He's on deck, and we'll see if we get to him here in the top of the first inning. And Koch awaiting the offering from Spencer. Fights another one off. Foul territory.
Today's foul ball sponsor
as he skies that one towards downtown Moose Jaw.
Appearance specialists take care of all your window repairs
and nothing in 2, the count to Darren Koch.
And ease. Crack Masters in Moose Jaw, 801 High Street West.
And Tanner Spencer steps off the rubber as he sets and gets set to deliver the 0-2 to Darren Koch, and Koch in front of an off-speed pitch, swings and misses. So it's 3 up, 3 down as Darren Koch goes down swinging, and we're scoreless after the top of the first inning. We'll be back in just a moment with Full Line Ag, Swift Current Indians baseball.
Get your motor running and head out to Living Sky Casino for a chance to win his and hers 2015 Harley-Davidson Dyna Switchbacks in Born to Be Wild. Swipe your player's card daily for your chance to qualify for the grand prize draw. Qualifier draws are held every Tuesday at 8. And if you're here when your name is drawn, you'll also win a $500 cash bonus. Grand prize draw will take place Tuesday, June 30th at 8, with the qualifiers playing the Mystery Key game. One lucky winner will be heading down the highway with his and hers motorcycles valued at over $50,000. Born to be wild. Now through June at Living Sky Casino. Live it up. Play responsibly. Excel Bus Lines is proud to once again be the official carrier of the Swift Current Indians, and have they got a deal for baseball fans. This July 23rd to 28th, see the Toronto Blue Jays in Seattle. $9.49 per person, double occupancy, and the seats are all in the lower club. That'll get you 3 baseball games plus rooms, and the trip is guaranteed. Also ask about a cruise trip in February of 2016 and their 7 Disneyland trips. Excel Bus Lines, the official carrier of the Swift Current Indians.
And the Tribe spending ample time aboard that XL bus this weekend. Moose Jaw tonight, Edmonton tomorrow night, and Sunday afternoon. Nelson Cork warming up on the mound for the Swift Current Indians. This will be appearance number 4 on the year for Nelson. 15 and a third innings of work, 11 hits, 9 runs, 8 of them earned. He's walked 4, struck out 14, a respectable strikeout to walk ratio. He's 1-1 with an ERA of 5.40. Top of the order for the Moose Jaw Miller Express is Derek Cornell. Love the atmosphere here in Moose Jaw tonight. They got the retro music, the retro uniforms. I wouldn't mind a 1960 price on beer, but I understand they got a bottom line to look at, so it's all good here. So the Tribe in the field, Derek Cornell up for the Miller Express. He was unceremoniously ejected from last night's game. Part of a chain of events that saw 3 ejected from the Moose Jaw Miller Express. Cornell, then head coach Michael Hunt, and their assistant coach got bumped for good measure as well. Cornell swinging at something low and away and fouls that off. And 0-2 count now. Cork ahead of Cornell, a .217 hitter. He leads the Miller Express in stolen bases with 5 of them, as a good leadoff hitter is wont to do. Pitch from Cork just misses up. The Winnipeg native, right-hander, throwing for the Swift Current Indians. In the field, you got Casey Bang at first, Drew Brooks at second, Jose Rojas at short, and Nick Day making his debut at third base. Outfield, the usual suspects, Darren Koch, Tyler Enns, and Nate Ackerman. Nate in right. Another pitch fouled off by Derek Cornell. And count remains 1-2. Kevin Betancourt behind the plate. He'll catch tonight, and Jose Garcia, the other catcher on the roster, will DH for the Tribe. As Nelson Cork delivers just a little bit up and out. And it's a 1-2 count to Derek Cornell. Leadoff hitter for the Moose Jaw Miller Express. Shot to left field. Darren Koch underneath it and makes the grab. 2-2 pitch. Hit deep to left for the first out.
Now the bat for the Miller Express, left fielder number 4, Chris Soares.
That'll bring Chris Soares to the plate for the Mills. Left fielder. Soares from Spring, Texas. 6 foot 195. Infielder by trade, but tonight he's in left field. Hits from the right side of the plate. Nelson Cork, a right-handed pitcher. First offering right at the lettering of these retro jerseys for the Moose Jaw Miller Express. Celebrating the history of the Moose Jaw Regals baseball team here tonight. The Miller Express are. And a good idea as well. They're silent auctioning off the game-worn jerseys tonight too. So good fundraiser for the team. Way to pay homage to one of the great teams of yesteryear. 2-0 count here to Soares. Ben Douglas, who homered last night in Swifty, is on deck. Fouled off by Soares, and that one will head towards Caribou Street in Moose Jaw. And 2-1. So 2-1 on the way from Cork. Nelson Cork taking his time, delivers. Ground ball hit to Drew Brooks, one hopper in the mitt, and off to first base. Suarez grounds out to the Swift Current Indians second baseman. The Moose Jaw Regals, playing from 1961 to 71, winning 4 league championships, inducted into the Sask Baseball Hall of Fame in 2013. And the ceremony was attended by 26 players, plus some management types. So that's who the Moose Jaw Miller Express playing homage to tonight. Ben Douglas would love to tribute the Moose Jaw Regals with another bomb. He hit one last night in Swift Current, about a 390-footer to deep left center. Looks like we're going to have decent weather for a ball game here in Moose Jaw, although a half hour down the road, apparently some really bad hail in Regina. There were some scary-looking clouds as we drove up here, but they look to have passed us, and we're hoping Mother Nature cooperates with at least 9 innings here tonight. As Nelson Cork working against Ben Douglas, 1-0 count. On deck is catcher Jeremy Stidham. Cork delivers, and that one gets past Kevin Betancourt. As Cork gets set for the 2-0 pitch. And Douglas with a well-hit ball hit into the gap in left center. Darren Koch on his horse. That's going to go to the wall. Douglas will look for extra bases, and he will stand up at second with a double with 2 out for the Moose Jaw Miller Express. Spraying that one opposite field was Douglas. And Darren Koch and Tyler Enns can cover a lot of range in left and center, but Douglas finding some grass, and that ball bouncing to the wall. So now a runner on at second base, 2 out. Jeremy Stidham at the plate. Stidham hitting .232 coming into this game. He's got a couple home runs on this young season. Swung on and missed as Cork throws a fastball by him. And 0-1, he has the count. Ben Douglas, the runner at second base. Swift Current Indians in their road blues with the gray pants. On Full Line Ag Swift Current Indians baseball, Ryan Schweitzer bringing you the action from Moose Jaw. About a 90-minute drive east of Swift Current. A 1 pitch from Cork. He'll have a look at Douglas. And time called. Nelson Cork really making Jeremy Stidham think about what the next pitch may be and waiting to see if Douglas was going to try anything shifty at second base. Now Cork focusing on the hitter. Winds and delivers. Blocked by Betancourt on a pitch in the dirt. And Betancourt, solid defensive catcher, kept that in front of him. Jace McLean, right fielder, on deck for the Miller Express. Bottom of the first inning and scoreless. 2 out here. Miller Express with a runner on at second base. Miller Express would love to get a win back after the Tribe won 9-6 in Swift Current last night. As Nelson Cork looks the runner at second and just misses a little bit low. 2-1 will be the count. Cork working against Jeremy Stidham. Two-one pitch from Cork. Forthcoming. He winds and delivers. High fly ball. That's going to get on out of here. And another ball hit towards Caribou Street, which runs right past Roswell's Park, just off downtown Moose Jaw. And 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. It's a deuces wild scenario to Jeremy Stidham. Nelson Cork would like to get rid of this hitter. Stidham's been pesky. And with that runner on at second base, Ben Douglas doubled. Miller Express with a guy in scoring position. Stidham, the number 4 hitter in their lineup. He's here to bring in runs. He's got the opportunity to do so here. Pitch from Cork, just a little bit up and out, as Stidham stays disciplined at the plate. Likes not to swing. Full count. And 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. Cork doubled over, as he always is, between pitches. Now sets. Looks the runner. And to the plate he goes. Strike 3. He got him. And for Nelson Cork, strikeout number 15 on the year. One runner is stranded. One complete inning in the books, and we are scoreless here in Moose Jaw between the Swift Current Indians and the Moose Jaw Miller Express. We'll be back in just a moment with more Full Line Ag Swift Current Indians baseball.
Hearing Place is proud to continue their support of the Swift Current Indians Baseball Club. Located conveniently in the Swift Current City Plaza, the Hearing Place is your #1 stop for hearing healthcare in Southwest Saskatchewan. Don't compromise on your hearing. Get tested by our qualified audiologist, Karen Woods. Call the Hearing Place at 778-0826 and book your appointment today. The Hearing Place. We focus on our client's journey.
Excel Bus Lines is proud to once again be the official carrier of the Swift Current Indians, and have they got a deal for baseball fans. This July 23rd to 28th, see the Toronto Blue Jays in Seattle, $9.49 per person, double occupancy, and the seats are all in the lower club. That'll get you 3 baseball games plus rooms, and the trip is guaranteed. Also ask about a cruise trip in February of 2016 and their 7 Disneyland trips. Excel Bus Lines, the official carrier of the Swift Current Indians.
And we're back with Full Line Ag Swift Current Indians baseball live from Moose Jaw at Roswell's Park. Thank you very much for joining us. Whether it be watching on the Tribe webpage, our Facebook page, or following the link from Twitter, you can catch every Swift Current Indians game on our YouTube channel. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Throw this video a like. It's greatly appreciated. YouTube.com/the SC Indians. Excited to call a couple games from Telus Field in Edmonton tomorrow night and Sunday. And happy to be in Roswell's Park in Moose Jaw here tonight as well for game number 2 of a 2-game set between the Tribe and the Moose Jaw Miller Express. For the Swift Current Indians, Nate Ackerman, the debuting Nick Day, and Kevin Betancourt due up here for the Indians. Top of the second and scoreless between the Moose Jaw Miller Express. Tribe with a 3-up, 3-down first inning at bat. Nate Ackerman looking for the Tribe first hit here in the top of second. Watches that pitch drop low and away, and it's a 1-0 count to Ackerman. Ackerman fouls one off. And count will be 1-1. Ackerman this season leads the Swift Current Indians in home runs and RBIs, but he takes big cuts, also leading active players in strikeouts, as strike 2 is blown by Nate. 1-2 the count. So Nate will tighten up that swing and await the next pitch from Tanner Spencer, starting pitcher for the Moose Jaw Miller Express, native of Craik, Saskatchewan. As Spencer from the belt, delivery, and Ackerman fights off another foul ball. And 1-2 count remains. Anxious to see what Nick Day can do. He's on deck right now for the Swift Current Indians. He'll have his first BL at bat shortly, coming to the Swift Current Indians from Arizona. Expected to provide a good defensive presence at third and a big presence at the plate. 12 home runs in his college season are what we've heard about from Day. 2-2 the count to Ackerman. Ackerman leading off for the Swift Current Indians in the top of the second as Spencer winds and fires, and Nate's going to get caught looking at a pitch that bit the outside corner. So Ackerman heads back to the dugout.
Swift Current third baseman number 29, Nick Day. He's going to be our Molson beer batter tonight. If he gets out, it's 2 beer for $8 at the Park in the Park.
Well, now let's see what Nick Day can do. His first at bat for the Swift Current Indians. Fresh start. No batting glove necessary for the brawny third baseman. Hitting from the right side of the plate against the righty Spencer. First offering, and that one just misses up. Day was hitting the ball well in batting practice for the Swift Current Indians. Hitting 5th in the lineup in his Tribe debut. Kevin Betancourt, the catcher, is on deck. First pitch. And that'll be strike called. 1-1. Spencer, 1-1 pitch. Shot by Day. Hit to right center, and that's going to be over the head of the center fielder. Day rounding first. Chugging his way to second. Welcome to the Wimble, Nick Day, first at bat, taking a 1-1 pitch deep to center field and doubling.
Now the bat for Swift Current, catcher number 22, Kevin Betancourt.
So Derek Cornell had to get on his horse to grab that one. One down, runner in scoring position. That's Nick Day, doubling in his first AB for the Swift Current Indians. And now Kevin Betancourt will try and do something with him with one out here in the top of the second. Swift Current Indians with a couple outs to work with and a runner in scoring position. The Achilles heel for the Tribe throughout that 8-game losing streak was stranding runners on base. They did a good job hammering him home last night in that 9-6 win over the Moose Jaw Miller Express, and they got to try and bring this guy from second home. Nick Day at second, Kevin Betancourt at the plate. Day with a stand-up double moments ago as Betancourt will step out of the batter's box and ponder what he might see with the count 1-0 and a runner on in the middle of the field. Pitch from Spencer. Just catches that outside corner. And Trevor Drury, who was behind the plate last night, he gave pitchers the benefit of the doubt on those low away pitches, and it looks like that trend is going to continue here tonight at Ross Wells Park in Moose Jaw. Betancourt, count 1-1, awaiting the next offering. As Spencer winds and fires, tries to go low and away. Ground ball hit by Betancourt. And they're going to try and run down Nick Day in between second and third. Day scurrying back to second. He's called out, so Betancourt will reach on a fielder's choice. As Nick Day is caught in no man's land between second and third. 6-5-4 if you're scoring at home.
So we're going to do 2 beer for $8 at the park. In the park, line them up. Now the bat for Swift Current, first baseman number 8, Casey Bang.
So Casey Bang up now for the Tribe. Bang, first-year WNBL player, hitting .364 coming into this one. Bang, his second game at first base. He played there last night. Low and away, and that'll be strike one again. Trevor Drury behind the plate likes that pitch. Hitters will have to be wary of it. So Betancourt at first, reaching on a fielder's choice. Nick Day doubled in his first at-bat with the Swift Current Indians, but caught between second and third as Betancourt grounded into that fielder's choice. Swung on and missed. Fastball blown by Bang. And 0-2. Bang fights one off into the backstop. Into the protective netting at Ross Wells Park. 0-2 the count to Casey. Talking about baseball history, Casey Bang, his father Kevin, member of the Hazlet Elks back in the late 80s in the SMBL days. Catcher Jeremy Stidham lining up considerably on the outside portion of the plate. And that's just a bit too far outside for Trevor Drury's liking this time around. So 2 out, 1 on, 1-2 the count. Scoreless here, top of the second between the Swift Current Indians and the Moose Jaw Miller Express. Some inclement weather around Moose Jaw, but things looking nice here at the ballpark tonight. Shot by Bang, and a solid single as he hammers a line drive over top of the infield. And Bang, who's hitting .364 on the year, continues to be a singles-generating machine, getting himself on base, advancing Kevin Betancourt to second.
Swift Current, DH number 5, Jake Garcia.
And Jake Garcia to the plate now for the Swift Current Indians. Miller Express looking for that third out. So Jake Garcia at the plate, Casey Bang at first, Kevin Betancourt at second. Tanner Spencer on the mound for the Moose Jaw Miller Express as Garcia drills one right behind him. And 0-1 count. Jake Garcia wearing Cole Armstrong's number 5, DHing for the Tribe. Garcia, number 8 in the Swift Current Indians batting order. Drew Brooks, the number 9 hitter, warms up on deck. As Tanner Spencer looks the runner at second, focuses on home plate, and that's going to be over the head of Stidham. And both runners will advance the station. Casey Bang now at second, KB at third. And the Swift Current Indians that much closer to getting on the board here. Tanner Spencer and the Moose Jaw Miller Express have something to say about that. Count is 1-1. Stidham lines up on the outside of the plate. Strike 2 called to Garcia. And 1-2 the count. Swift Current Indians. They've stranded a ton of runners early this year. It's a trend that they need to change, and they have the opportunity to bring a couple in here. Jake Garcia bearing down and tightening up that swing with the count 1-2. Stidham again lines up on the outside portion of the plate. Pitch, Garcia fights it off and stays alive in this exchange, as that's hammered towards the adjacent Memorial Field in Moose Jaw. And count remains 1-2. Swift Current Indians with a few ducks on the pond, and Jake Garcia trying to bring them home. Base hit could score 2, but the count 1-2 against Jake Garcia. Garcia, 194 batting average coming into this game and this at bat. Tanner Spencer approaching 30 pitches. As Garcia, there's a shot that could be trouble for the Moose Jaw Miller Express, and that's going to drop in front of the right fielder. 1 will score, 2 will score. And the number 8 hitter in the lineup, Jake Garcia, comes up big for the Swift Current Indians with an RBI single that brings in 2. And just like that, with one swing of the bat, it's a 2-0 Swift Current Indians lead in the top of the second. Garcia, the native of Albuquerque, 1-2 count against him. And Garcia able to fight off a few pitches before finding something he could drive. And he found some empty grass in the outfield. So 2-0, the Swift Current Indians lead it here in the top of the second. Swift Current Indians needing to capitalize when they had runners in scoring position, and doing so here in this second. Garcia still at first, and now Drew Brooks at the plate. Brooks in this young season, a 196 hitter. 1 home run. He hit that in Melville. And he came within a few feet of number 2 last night, but he sent one to the right field warning track in Swift Current, a ball that was caught by Jace McLean in Swift. Tanner Spencer's got Jake Garcia on the mind. Pickoff move to first. He'll give Garcia a quick look and focus on Drew Brooks at the plate. Back-to-back Texans for the Tribe. Brooks from San Antonio. Two-0 count. Top of the order for the Swift Current Indians, and Jose Rojas on deck. Slap foul by Brooks. As Brooks on top of that offering and sends it down the first base line. So that'll make things 2-1 to Drew Brooks, Swift Current Indians infielder. Brooks playing second base. Played third last night. Brooks did. Opposite field shot by Brooks, and that is hit to the left fielder Cornell. That's in the glove. 1 will be stranded, but 2 will come in to score for the Swift Current Indians in their half of the secking inning. And we will head to the bottom of 2. Tribe giving Nelson Quark a little bit of run support. It is a 2-0 Swift Current Indians lead. We'll be back shortly with more Full Line Ag Swift Current Indians baseball.
Treat your dad to the Father's Day buffet at Living Sky Casino. From 4:30 to 7:30, the Sky Center will host a barbecue-themed buffet featuring bannock and butter, potato salad, pasta salad, coleslaw, veggies and dipped, baked beans, baked potato, and succulent barbecued beef on a bun, barbecued chicken, and pork ribs. Not to mention corn on the cob, watermelon, and some of Dad's favorite desserts. For all Dad's done for you, Treat him to the Father's Day Buffet at the Sky Center, June 21st from 4:30 to 7:30 at Living Sky Casino. Play responsibly.
Many of us take our ability to communicate for granted, yet the ability to hear and be heard is much more vital to our everyday lives than we realize. If you or someone you know is struggling, please call The Hearing Place at 778-0826 and book your appointment with our clinical audiologist, Karen Woods. The Hearing Place. We focus on our client's journey.
And welcome back. It's a full line egg, Swift Current Indians baseball. Live from Roswell's Park in Moose Jaw, Ryan Schweitzer bringing you the action between the Tribe and the Moose Jaw Miller Express. Swift Current Indians getting themselves on the board in their half of the second inning. Jake Garcia bringing in a couple.
Miller's right fielder number 10, Jace McLean.
As Casey Bang and Kevin Betancourt were at second and third, and a single by Jake Garcia, giving the Swift Current Indians this 2-0 lead. Some run production from bottom portion of the order. Jace McLean up now for the Moose Jaw Miller Express as they go 5, 6, 7 in their order. McLean, Miles Orshellen, and Andrew Wilson all due up here. And McLean gets resourceful and tries to get the bunt down with nobody on here in the bottom of the second. And that's just sent foul. So it's an 0-1 count. McLean hitting from the left side of the plate against the right-hander Quark. One and one the count now. Bottom of the second, McLean fights off another pitch, fouling that, and count 1-2 here in the bottom of the second. On Full Line Ag, Swift Current Indians baseball live from Saskatchewan's friendly city, Moose Jaw. Moose Jaw Miller Express wearing their retro whites in tribute of the Moose Jaw Regals baseball team. Tribe in their road blues, pitch is in the dirt and blocked by Betancourt. 2-2 to McLean. McLean, 255 hitter, 1 home run on the year, 11 RBI, sharing the team lead. Nobody on for him to work with now as he's leading off for the Miller Express here in the second. As Quark delivers to the plate, and that's up. Full count. As Quark deals to the plate, McLean, towering fly ball. And Jose Rojas ventures into the outfield, and the Tribe shortstop makes the catch. McLean flies out to the shortstop as Rojas goes for a foray into the outfield. And Miles Orshellen up now for the Miller Express. Miles Orshellen, Kansas product. Central Missouri is where he played his college ball. 5'11", 200. Pitch from Quark outside to Orshellen. And the count will be 1-0. Andrew Wilson on deck for the Miller Express. Orshellen gets a bunt down. It's in fair territory. Quark gets to it, gets the throw to first just in time. As Miles Orshellen will ground out to the pitcher. Trying to get sneaky and dropping that bunt. Nelson Quark quickly tracks it down and throws a strike to Casey Bang. Good composure by Quark. A lot of situations like that, you see the excitement take over from the pitcher, and the throw to first airmailed, but Quark grabbed that ball, took a deep breath, and threw it right where he needed to. And at the plate now, it's Andrew Wilson, a sure-handed shortstop for the Miller Express, hitting .263. Designated hitter Levi Moon in the on-deck area for the Miller Express. 2 out, nobody on here, bottom of the second, and a 2-0 Swift Current Indians lead here on Full Line Ag, Swift Current Indians baseball. Quark just misses up, and it'll be a 2-0 count to Wilson. Wilson from Encinitas, California, University of San Diego. That's where he played his ball. 2-0 pitch, that's going to be up. 3-0 the count. First time we've seen a 3-0 count tonight in this young game, here in the top of the second. So Wilson's going to make Cork throw a strike to him. And Cork and Betancourt quick to agree on what will likely be a 3-0 fastball, and there it is for strike one. So 3-1 the count. Wilson, the number 7 hitter in Moose Jaw's batting order. Nobody on for him, and 2 out here in the bottom of the second inning. 2-0 lead for the Swift Current Indians on an RBI single from Jake Garcia that brought in 2. Cork delivers, and there's a shot by Wilson hit into the outfield. Nate Ackerman and Tyler Enns both chasing it, and they collide, and Ackerman has the ball. Nate Ackerman and Tyler Enns. Bit of a malfunction at the junction. They're okay. It knocked the glove off of Enns and the ball into the mid of Ackerman. Not pretty. Everyone's okay. The two of them chuckling about it. Wow, what a play. Ackerman and Enns both tracking that one down.
Game we play every night here at Rosswell's Park. You match the plays to your program. And once you get that
what a catch by Ackerman. Back in a moment with Full Line Egg Baseball.
Get your motor running and head out to Living Sky Casino for a chance to win his and hers 2015 Harley-Davidson Dyna Switchbacks in Born to Be Wild. Swipe your player's card daily for your chance to qualify for the grand prize draw. Qualifier draws are held every Tuesday at 8. And if you're here when your name is drawn, you'll also win a $500 cash bonus. Grand prize draw will take place Tuesday, June 30th at 8, with the qualifiers playing the Mystery Key Game. One lucky winner will be heading down the highway with his and hers motorcycles valued at over $50,000. Born to Be Wild. Now through June at Living Sky Casino. Live it up. Play responsibly. Excel Bus Lines is proud to once again be the official carrier of the Swift Current Indians, and have they got a deal for baseball fans. This July 23rd to 28th, see the Toronto Blue Jays in Seattle. $9.49 per person, double occupancy, and the seats are all in the lower club. That'll get you 3 baseball games plus rooms, and the trip is guaranteed. Also ask about a cruise trip in February of 2016 and their 7 Disneyland trips. Excel Bus Lines, the official carrier of the Swift Current Indians.
And we're back with Full Line Ag, Swift Current Indians Baseball on youtube.com/the Indians. Jose Rojas at the plate, the Anaheim, California product. As the Tribe turn the order over here in the top of the third. Rojas flew out to left field in his last at plate endeavor, and he awaits a 1-0 pitch from Tanner Spencer, starting pitcher for the Moose Jaw Miller Express. And 2 pitches missing the strike zone to Rojas, and Spencer behind 2-0. Rojas ends Coke top of the order for the Swift Current Indians, due up here in the top of the third. The Tribe with a 2-0 lead. Swift Current trying to improve on a 3-10 record. They snapped an 8-game losing skid last night in an abbreviated ball game that was cut short in the 8th inning by rain. 3-0 pitch to Rojas, and fastball for strike 1. So count 3-1. As Tanner Spencer, right-handed pitcher, deals to the plate. 3-2. As that pitch crosses the plate. Full count to Rojas. As the 3-2 comes in, Rojas reaching at a pitch low, and he'll hammer that into the backstop netting. And Rojas fights off that pitch, and count remains 3-2. Tanner Spencer approaching 40 pitches on the night. Winds and delivers. Rojas, towering fly ball to right field. The altitude of that one, I'm sure they picked it up at 15-wing Moose Jaw just down the road, because they have really sensitive instruments.
Now to bat for Swift Current,
Lane makes the catch.
Tyler Enns.
And Rojas flew out to left field last time he was up. This time around flies out to right. Tyler Enns up now for the Tribe. Top of the third inning, 2-0 Swift Current Indians, 1 out here in the top of the third. Enns grounded out to Andrew Wilson at short the last time he was up. And Enns is going to try and get a bunt down, and that'll just careen to the backstop. 0-1 the count. A 1 count. As Tanner Spencer, that one's at the foot of Tyler Enns. Swift Current Indians, they're a team that's capable of making really big plays, but if they want to get back in the win column, they really got to do the little things right. 1-1 offering. Tyler Enns, 2-1 count. And one of those little things is Enns staying a lot more patient at the plate, as he's doing right now. Not wanting to force the issue, just sit back and look for something he can drive. 2-1 count. Darren Koch on deck. Ground ball, and that's hit to Wilson at short. Two-hopper into the mitt and off to first. 6-3 out. Second time tonight, Enns grounds out to the shortstop. And Darren Koch
Not the bad for
struck out the last time he was up.
Darren Koch.
Now saddles in for his second encounter with Tanner Spencer, the right-handed pitcher for the Moose Jaw Millers. Nate Ackerman on deck, 2 away here. We're in the top of the third inning, 2-0 lead, Swift Current Indians. As Spencer winds and fires, shot by Ackerman, a well-hit ball, and it'll be another single for Koch, pardon me. Nate Ackerman up now as Koch improves on his .296 average. Sees something he can drive and pulls one into right field.
Swift Current right fielder Nate Ackerman.
Now it's Ackerman at the plate. Ackerman caught looking the last time he was up. That was in the second inning. So a .392 average for Ackerman coming into this game. 3 home runs, 8 ribbies. Encouraging for the Swift Current Indians to see Darren Koch really ballooning that average. A week ago, Koch was hitting well below the Mendoza line, and with that hit, probably has his average over 300. So a 1-0 count to Ackerman, as Tanner Spencer just misses to the big BC native. Nick Day on deck for the Swift Current Indians. He's making his debut tonight, and he doubled in his first at-bat with the Swift Current Indians. We'll see if he gets his second one here as the pickoff attempt is thrown away, and Darren Koch is going to round second and head for third, as that ball just got lost in foul territory here in Moose Jaw. So an errant pickoff attempt has altered the complexion of this at-bat for Nate Ackerman, and Darren Koch able to scamper all the way to third base, as that pickoff maneuver went away from the first baseman. And when your right fielder is forced to grab pickoff moves, runners usually end up in scoring position. Now Ackerman, the complexion of this at-bat changes. 2-0 count. Runner in scoring position for Nate. Team leader in RBIs. He's got 8 of them on the year. .2-0 pitch. Just a little bit up to Ackerman. And Ackerman will wait for Spencer to throw him a strike here with the count 3-0. 2 outs. And that pitch, low and away pitch that home plate umpire Trevor Drury likes, called for strike 1. So 3-1 count. Pitch to Ackerman. Ackerman drives it foul. Goodwood, loud crack of the bat. Wrong side of the third base line. Full count now to Nate. Swift Current Indians with a 2-0 lead. We're in the top of the third inning. The Tribe looking for more, as last night's 9-6 win for the Swift Current Indians was a real back-and-forth contest. The Tribe pulled away with a 5-run third inning, but other than that, the two teams very evenly matched last night in Swift Current, often trading runs from the top and the bottom of the inning. High fly ball by Nate Ackerman. Andrew Wilson, the shortstop, ventures into the outfield, And he will make the grab. Ackerman will fly out to the shortstop. Darren Koch will be
Double
stranded at
inning on the
third.
JLB Electric scoreboard. No runs, one hit.
Still
one
2-0
error,
for
one
the
left
Swift
on
Current
base.
Indians.
Swift Current leads
Bottom of the
2-0.
third, and the
Third
Tribe
inning
in the
is
field
brought to
coming up
you by
shortly
Heritage Inn, the
when we're
official
back
hotel
with Full
sponsor
Line
for
Ag,
the
Swift
Miller
Current Indians
Express.
baseball.
Hearing Place is proud to continue their support of the Swift Current Indians Baseball Club. Located conveniently in the Swift Current City Plaza, the Hearing Place is your #1 stop for hearing healthcare in Southwest Saskatchewan. Don't compromise on your hearing. Get tested by our qualified audiologist, Karen Woods. Call the Hearing Place at 778-0826 and book your appointment today. The Hearing Place. We focus on our client's journey.
Excel Bus Lines is proud to once again be the official carrier of the Swift Current Indians, and have they got a deal for baseball fans. This July 23rd to 28th, see the Toronto Blue Jays in Seattle, $9.49 per person, double occupancy, and the seats are all in the lower club. That'll get you 3 baseball games plus rooms, and the trip is guaranteed. Also ask about a cruise trip in February of 2016 and their 7 Disneyland trips. Excel Bus Lines, the official carrier of the Swift Current Indians.
Retro night in Moose Jaw. Retro jerseys and retro music. Swift Current Indians. You look at the history of the Swift Current Indians, and I'm maybe not the most qualified historian to talk about everything that franchise has accomplished, but the Indians, a presence in some form or another in Swift Current since the 1930s.
Knock it down for Swift Current third baseman Nick Day. He's up to the batter tonight, brought to you by Molson.
And Levi Moon up for the Moose Jaw Miller Express.
The white jerseys are throwing me off tonight. DH number 27, Levi Moon.
So Nelson Cork getting set to pitch to Levi Moon. First offering to the DH Moon. Misses just a little bit low. Oh, no. Called strike. Trevor Drury with the delayed strike call. Moon's first at bat of the game here in the bottom of the third inning. 2-0. Swift Current Indians lead it over the Moose Jaw Miller Express. And that pitch up at the letters of Moon. And 1-1 the count. Levi Moon from Red Deer, Alberta, 6 foot, 215. Niagara County Community College, where he was a .310 hitter. 111 hitter for the Moose Jaw Miller Express. Shot by Moon, opposite field, hit to Darren Koch in left, and Koch will ease underneath that and make the grab on the high fly ball. Brennan Reedy, local product at the plate now.
Now the man for the Miller Express, second baseman number 8, Brennan Reedy.
He's a Moose Jaw kid, and Brennan Reedy goes to Okanagan College. Sure-handed at second base and trying to contribute some offense with his team down 2 here, the number 9 hitter. Reaches for a Nelson Quark offering. That one's close to the Swift Current Indians dugout, and Kevin Betancourt gets tangled up in the netting and not able to make a play on it. As that one was skied behind the hitter and catcher. And nothing more Kevin Betancourt could have done in that situation. As the ball hit right along the netting. And unplayable for the native of Modesto, California. So through that, the Tribe get a strikeout of the deal. 0-1, the count to Reedy, the number 9 hitter. Nelson Quark. Good job so far of keeping the Moose Jaw Miller Express hitters guessing. 0-1. And a nice pitch by Quark. Plenty of movement as a righty-on-righty pitch there. Started off inside, but then just bent over the strike zone. And 0-2 the count. Quark from the belt delivers that same pitch again. That one's into the fans. And count 0-2 to the number 9 hitter, Reedy, a 191 hitter on the season. Miller Express getting set to turn their order over. Derek Cornell, leadoff guy on deck. Betancourt lined up well on the outside. And it's a 1-2 count as Nelson Quark with a high fastball held off of by Reedy. So 1-2 the count. Third inning, bottom of, 2-0 lead for the Tribe as Cork delivers. And that's blocked by Betancourt, and that one hit him where his gear didn't cover, and he's favoring the leg a little bit as that ball must have got him in the upper thigh. Not the first one of those Betancourt's ever had to take. He'll be okay. Two-two pitch with one out as Quark delivers to the plate. Ground ball hit to Jose Rojas. Takes a funny hop on him. And Jose collects it. Gets the throw to first in time. No, he's called safe. Well, nothing more Jose could have done with that. As that one, ribbit, just jumped right up and got Rojas high. Quick recovery and a throw to first. It looked like Jose got him, but called safe at first. First base umpire had a better look at it than I did. Good athleticism by Casey Bagg to keep his foot on the bag, but runner on at first, one out. Top of the order now, and Derek Cornell due up for the Miller Express. Cornell flied out to Darren Koch the last time he was up. Runner at first, fading a steal to second. Taking a few gallops towards the middle of the field, but then scurrying back. And it's a 2-0 count. Cork delivers. One hop to Betancourt. And Betancourt stands up, blocks with the chest protector. 3-0 count. Runner at first stays put. Chris Soares on deck for the Millers. Pitch in the dirt, and walked in 4 pitches is Cornell. First walk of the game issued by Nelson Cork.
Down to bat for the Miller Express is left fielder Chris Soares.
So Chris Soares up now as signals come in from Moose Jaw Miller Express coach Michael. Runner on at first and second for the Mills to work with. One out and Soares at the plate. 2-0 Swift Current Indians lead. The Tribe trying to hold the Miller Express at bay. They got ducks on the pond, and near the top of the order, as Soares hits number 2 in the Miller Express batting order. First pitch, low and away, and called strike again. That's the pitch that Cork will want to throw to guys who hit from the right side. 0-1 count. As Nelson Cork has a look at the runner at second. Focuses on the plate and just misses a little bit up. 1-1 the count. Soares going to call time. Step out of the batter's box and have a quick chin wag with Michael Hunt, head coach of the Miller Express. Miller Express with Brennan Reedy at second base, Derek Cornell at first. And now Kevin Betancourt is going to pop out from behind the plate and just have a quick convo with his pitcher, Nelson Cork. So count 1-1 here in Moose Jaw. As Cork delivers to the plate, and they're going to try and get a bunt down in the glove of Cork, and they'll get the runner at first. And now 2 out, men advance to second and third as Soares drops that bunt and advances the cause of Reedy and Cornell. And now Ben Douglas up.
Now come out for the Miller Express first baseman, Ben Douglas.
Douglas an RBI generator, and he's got the opportunity to bring in a couple. Runners on at second and third. Douglas doubled the last time he was up. If he can duplicate that, then we have a tie ball game. So 2 out. Swift Current Indians with a 2-0 lead, but the Moose Jaw Miller Express can alter that with One swing of the bat here with Ben Douglas up. Tough out for Nelson Cork and the Swift Current Indians. First pitch, right across the plate for strike one. Nelson Cork going after Douglas with the first offering. Douglas, plenty of fan support. One of the local players here. Moose Jaw born and raised is Douglas. The 0-1 pitch. Shot by Douglas. Hit to center field. Tyler Enns. Did he make the catch? And saying he caught that ball. I think he tried to sell it a little bit, and it's going to be a single that brings in 2 for Ben Douglas, and we have a tie ball game. RBI single that scored 2. Tyler Enns grabbing a one-hopper in center field. He sold it like he caught it, but no one was buying. Good gamesmanship by Enns, and he laid it all on the line. Good athleticism. But a 2-0 or a 2-2 ball game now as the Miller Express plate 2 on that single by Douglas. And there's a towering fly ball hit into foul territory. Darren Koch, does he have room to get it? Yes, he does. He makes the grab. As Miles Orshellen, or pardon me, Jeremy Stidham will fly out to the left fielder.
Bottom of the 4th inning on the
Moose Jaw Miller Express do manage to tie it in their half of the third as Ben Douglas drills a single that scores 2. It's 2-2 after 3 complete. Top of the 4th coming up when we return with Full Line Ag Swift Current Indians baseball.
Treat your dad to the Father's Day buffet at Living Sky Casino. From 4:30 to 7:30, the Sky Center will host a barbecue-themed buffet featuring bannock and butter, potato salad, pasta salad, coleslaw, veggies and dipped, baked beans, baked potato, and succulent barbecued beef on a bun, barbecued chicken, and pork ribs. Not to mention corn on the cob, watermelon, and some of Dad's favorite desserts. For all Dad's done for you, treat him to the Father's Day buffet at the Sky Center, June 21st from 4:30 to 7:30 at Living Sky Casino. Living Sky Casino. Living Sky. Play responsibly.
Many of us take our ability to communicate for granted, yet the ability to hear and be heard is much more vital to our everyday lives than we realize. If you or someone you know is struggling, please call The Hearing Place at 778-0826 and book your appointment with our clinical audiologist, Karen Woods. The Hearing Place. We focus on our client's journey.
And welcome back to Full Line Ag, Swift Current Indians baseball. 2-2 is the score now.
Leading off for Swift Current, third baseman, number 29, Nick Day. He's our Molson beer batter tonight. If he gets out, it's 2 beer for $8 at the Park in the Park.
So Nick Day, second at bat of the game. He's got the dubious honor of being the beer batter in Moose Jaw, and he didn't exactly delight the beer-drinking masses the last time he was up with a stand-up double. So he'll try and go 2 for 2 early in the season. And strike one called to Day. Day, Betancourt, Bang due up for the Tribe. As Day tops one, hammers it to Orshellen at third base. He throws a hard pitch to the first baseman. And Nick Day will ground out to the third baseman.
2 beer for $8 at the Park in the Park. Line them up.
So one down here in the top of the 4th inning.
About to bat for Swift Current. Catcher, Kevin Betancourt.
So KB up now. Betancourt reached on a fielder's choice the last time he was up. And that one's headed towards the fans.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Just misses our broadcast location. Christina, our camera girl, willing to sacrifice herself for the good of the camera. Good job. And strike 2 called to Betancourt. So 0-2 the count to Betancourt. One away. Betancourt gets underneath it. High fly ball. Andrew Wilson will once again venture into the outfield grass and once again absorb that spinning ball into his leather mitt. Betancourt flies out to the shortstop. And that'll bring to the plate Casey Bang.
Now to bat for Swift Current first baseman Casey Bang.
First pitch to Bang just misses. And a 2-0 count to Bang. .3-0 count now to Bang as he keeps the bat on his shoulder. So a likely 3-0 fastball on the way here with 2 out and nobody on. And Bang is going to get a walk. Casey Bang walked in 4 pitches. And his on-base percentage thus far is 1,000 in this game, as Bang singled the last time he was up, walked this time. Jake Garcia was the hero for the Swift Current Indians the last time he stepped up to the plate, as he had that RBI single that scored 2 and gave the Tribe at the time a 2-0 lead. Now we're all tied up at 2. First pitch to Garcia finds. And pickoff move by Spencer over to first base where Casey Bang was. And Bang stays safe. 0-1 count to Garcia at the plate now. Garcia, big swing with cruel intentions, and that'll be strike 2 as that fastball is blown by him with Casey Bang at first. 0-2 the count. And again, Spencer with Bang on the mind. .0-2 pitch to Garcia. Spencer delivers. Ground ball, low velocity. Wilson's going to have to hurry in the glove. Off to first, thrown away. And Casey Bang will scurry all the way to third base. A high degree of difficulty play for the shortstop Wilson, who had to grab that low velocity ground ball, throw it on the run, and he missed the first baseman with it. And in that, Casey Bang advancing. And Jake Garcia at first base, runners on the corners.
Drew Brooks.
And now Drew Brooks up, the number 9 hitter in the Tribe batting order, is the lower half of the Swift Current Indians. Again, trying to pay the bills for the Swift Current ball team. 1-0 count. Brooks fouls that into the backstop to even things out at 1-1. Pitch to Brooks. just misses. 2-1 the count with runners on the corners. Strike to Brooks, and Deuce is wild now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. Top of the 4th inning. Runners on the corners for the Swift Current Indians. Top of the order, and Jose Rojas on deck. We'll see if we get to Jose here. Tanner Spencer trying to get his Moose Jaw Miller Express out of a bit of a jam here with a runner on at 3rd. Pitch, Brooks thought about it, holds off, and he'll go the distance. We're in the top of the 4th inning. Tanner Spencer getting close to 70 pitches in this one. To the plate, Brooks, high fly ball, hit to center field. Cornell on his horse, toes on the warning track, and he'll make the grab. So a loud out, but an out nonetheless as Drew Brooks flies out to the center fielder.
Top of the 4th inning on the JLB Electric scoreboard.
And 2 members of the Swift Current Indians are stranded. Bottom of the 4th inning coming up, and it is a 2-2 ball game. We'll be back with more Full Line Egg Swift Current Indians baseball after this.
2 left on base.
Get your motor running and head out to Living Sky Casino for a chance to win his and hers 2015 Harley-Davidson Dyna Switchbacks in Born to Be Wild. Swipe your player's card daily for your chance to qualify for the grand prize draw. Qualifier draws are held every Tuesday at 8. And if you're here when your name is drawn, you'll also win a $500 cash bonus. Grand prize Tuesday, June 30th at 8, with the qualifiers playing the Mystery Key game. One lucky winner will be heading down the highway with his and hers motorcycles valued at over $50,000. Born to Be Wild. Now through June at Living Sky Casino. Live it up. Play responsibly. Excel Bus Lines is proud to once again be the official carrier of the Swift Current Indians, and have they got a deal for baseball fans. This July 23rd to 28th, see the Toronto Blue Jays in Seattle. $9.49 per person, double occupancy, and the seats are all in the lower club. That'll get you 3 baseball games plus rooms, and the trip is guaranteed. Also ask about a cruise trip in February of 2016 and their 7 Disneyland trips. Excel Bus Lines, the official carrier of the Swift Current Indians.
This is Full Line Egg baseball between the Swift Current Indians and the Moose Jaw Miller Express. If the colors of the jerseys have you a little bit confused, if you're a regular follower of the WMBL, the Swift Current Indians, of course, in their road blues with the gray pants. Moose Jaw Miller Express going with retro jerseys, paying tribute to the Moose Jaw Regals, team that played in Moose Jaw, that's inducted in the Sask Baseball Hall of Fame. Winning 4 championships between 61 and 71. And they're auctioning off those jerseys as well, so a nice tribute for the Moose Jaw Miller Express, recognizing the baseball past here in the Saskatchewan friendly city. Jace McLean, Miles Orshellen, and Andrew Wilson due up. That'll be 5, 6, 7 for the Millers. High fly ball hit by McLean, and that's just going to stay fair down the third base line. Darren Coke grabs it in the corner, but not before McLean stands up with a double. Second 2-bagger hit by a member of the Moose Jaw Miller Express thus far. Nobody out.
Third baseman Miles Orshellen.
Miles Orshellen up for Moose Jaw. He grounded out to Nelson Quark the last time he was up. So runner on at second is McLean after that double. Nobody out. It's a 2-2 ball game, bottom of the 4th inning. Swift Current Indians scoring 2 in the 2nd. Miller Express scoring 2 in the 3rd. As Quark winds and fires, and called strike 1. So 0-1 the count here to Orshellen. Andrew Wilson on deck. Orshellen hitting .236. As Quark hovering around 60 pitches. Pitch just misses low, 1-1 the count. Miles or Shellen. They're going to try and pick off the runner at second, and they come close to doing so. Turnaround pickoff move by Nelson Cork. Jose Rojas was there at second, but just beating the tag was Jace McLean. Doubled moments ago to get himself where he is. And count is 1-1 to Urshellen. Cork to the plate. High fly ball. Hit to center field. Tyler Enns. Catch is made. Runner tagging up. Thought about heading for third, but negatory on that as Enns is able to get that into the infield in a hurry. So Andrew Wilson up now for the Miller Express. Flew out to right field.
Miller Express shortstop Andrew Wilson.
0 for 1 tonight. Wilson, 263 hitter. Shortstop for the Mills. Encinitas, California. Hitter number 7 in the order, Levi Moon, in the on-deck area. Nelson Cork, 1 down here. Still have that runner on second to deal with. Jace McLean, who doubled to get himself there. Tribe with 1 down. And McLean unable to advance on that fly out to center field. First pitch will bite the outside portion of the plate, and 0-1 to Wilson. Tribe 3-10 on the season. Moose Jaw Miller Express 7-10. Tribe looking for win number 4 in what would be a 2-game winning streak if they can get a W here in Moose Jaw. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. Wilson was looking for some gas, and Cork took something off that pitch. Throw them a change. And 0-2.
Blonde dressed in black. That's his wife. That's his wife.
So count 0-2. Runner at second base. Cork looks the runner at second.
Oh, I didn't see it.
And they're going to try and get him.
I didn't get a look at her.
Jose Rojas covering second.
No, that's not his wife.
Applying the backdoor tag.
She hasn't been to any games of her.
Jace McLean doubled to get himself there. The Swift Current Indians have made him dirty up that uni a little bit since getting to second base. So 1 down, 0-2 count. Nelson Cork focuses on the hitter, and reaching and swinging defensively is Wilson. He'll clickety-clank the backstop, and count will remain 0-2. Wilson 0 for 1, flying out to Nate Ackerman the last time he was up. Going opposite way. The right-handed hitter did, spraying one over to right field. So 0-2 the count as Cork delivers. And sending another ball the opposite way into right field is Wilson. Ackerman underneath, runner is tagging up, and this time heading to third. Throw is on target. Oh my! Nate Ackerman with a hose in right field. And the Tribe with a 9-5 double play to punctuate the 4th inning.
JLB Electric scoreboard. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. None left
What a
on
play
base.
by Ackerman. Making
We are
that
still
catch
tied
and
at
then just
2
throwing a dart today at third. And Day was waiting for him with that ball. Top of the 5th coming up. This is Full Line Ag Swift Current Indians baseball.
Hearing Place is proud to continue their support of the Swift Current Indians Baseball Club. Located conveniently in the Swift Current City Plaza, the Hearing Place is your #1 stop for hearing healthcare in Southwest Saskatchewan. Don't compromise on your hearing. Get tested by our qualified audiologist, Karen Woods. Call the Hearing Place at 778-0826 and book your appointment today. The Hearing Place. We focus on our client's journey.
Excel Bus Lines is proud to once again be the official carrier of the Swift Current Indians, and have they got a deal for baseball fans. This July 23rd to 28th, see the Toronto Blue Jays in Seattle, $9.49 per person, double occupancy, and the seats are all in the lower club. That'll get you 3 baseball games plus rooms, and the trip is guaranteed. Also ask about a cruise trip in February of 2016 and their 7 Disneyland trips. Excel Bus Lines, the official carrier of the Swift Current Indians.
And welcome back to Full Line Ag Swift Current Indians baseball here in Moose Jaw. 2-2 the score, top of the 5th inning. Top of the order for the Swift Current Indians. Jose Rojas, Tyler Enns, and Darren Koch due up for the Wigwammers. Tanner Spencer for the Moose Jaw Miller Express. 70 pitches coming into this inning. Ball hit to right field by Rojas. And Jace McLean gets underneath that and makes the grab as Rojas flies out to right field for the second time tonight. Jose hitting .385, but 0 for in this one now 0 for 3. Tyler Enns has hit 2 ground balls to Andrew Wilson at short in his last 2 trips to the plate. Darren Koch in the on-deck circle. So as we mentioned, 70 pitches heading into the top of the 5th for Tanner Spencer. Jose Rojas making life easier on him moments ago as he flew out on the first offering. Second pitch of this exchange to Tyler Enns. Crosses the plate just above the shoelaces of the Swift Current Indians center fielder. 2-0 count. Enns a .208 hitter in this young season. He's going to make Tanner Spencer throw a few pitches at him, though. Count is 3-0 now. So 3-0 pitch. And there'll be strike 1, fastball down the middle.
People being the dogs, and they start being the Beagle dogs.
Oh, Beagles. Oh, yeah. How you doing?
So 3-1 the count. And he walked him. Tyler Enns walked in 5 pitches. No cuts in that at bat. 1 down, 1 on for the Swift Current Indians, and Darren Koch up now. Koch now hitting over .300. He had a .296 batting average before this game, and 1 for 2 is Koch. Koch was hitting below .200 a week ago, so he's had a productive week for the Swift Current Indians. And he awaits the first offering from Tanner Spencer. Koch thought about swinging at that pitch, and it's a strike. Breaking pitch that broke over the plate. Koch, the number 3 hitter in the tribe order. Some mobility on the base pads for Joe Carnahan to work with Tyler Enns at first. And keeping him in check is Tanner Spencer as he throws over to Douglas at first. Enns scurries back and is safe. 0-1 the count to Koch. Jeremy Stidham behind the plate for the Moose Jaw Miller Express, lining up right behind the plate for that offering in the dirt. Righty pitcher to a lefty hitter, and that one went all the way across the plate and at the shoes of Koch. So 1-1 the count now to the Swift Current Indians hitter. We're tied at 2, top of the 5th inning on Full Line Ag, Swift Current Indians baseball. Quick look over to the runner for Tanner Spencer, the pitcher. And he throws a pitch to Koch. Koch tries to time that out and just a little bit behind it as that is fouled off and out of Roswell's Park.
Masters in Moose Jaw. Their auto appearance specialists take care of all your window repairs and replacements with efficiency and ease. Crack Masters in Moose Jaw, 801 High Street West.
So 1-2 with Koch at the plate and Tyler Enns at first. One down here. Enns in motion. Hit and run is on. Koch swings and misses. He strikes out, and Enns takes out the second baseman as he slid in head first. Throw was off target. And timeout called briefly. We'll make sure that everyone's okay. A little bit of a fender bender at second base with a full head of steam from Tyler Enns. And Andrew Wilson covering that stolen base. Throw just off target. Enns would have been safe. And all involved parties are okay. 2 down now as Koch struck out on that attempted hit and run. And Nate Ackerman at the plate now. Ackerman flew out to the shortstop the last time he was up, and he was caught looking in his first plate appearance in the top of the 2nd inning. Trevor Drury calls time behind the plate. Ends at 2nd with 2 out. And the Swift Current Indians looking to do something with 2 away here. And the athletically inclined Tyler Enns at second base. Nate Ackerman, the guy you want at the plate in this situation, as Jeremy Stidham, the catcher, lining up well on the outside portion of the plate. And that offering low and away is ball 1 to big Nate Ackerman. Ackerman, .392 hitter with 3 home runs and 8 ribbies coming into this at bat. Newcomer Nick Day on deck for the Indians. Again, Stidham lines up outside. And again, a pitch low and away, called for a strike. 1-1 to Ackerman. It's a good pitch for pitchers tonight because there really isn't much that a hitter can do with that. And it's been called for strikes. Spencer and Cork can keep painting that corner. That would be the goal. 5th inning, here we are with the score 2-2. As Spencer delivers to Ackerman. He goes back to that pitch, but doesn't get the call this time. As a ball is called to Ackerman. So the 2-1 to Ackerman. Not before a look at Enns at second. Ackerman, shot to left center. Could be trouble. It one-hops the center fielder, rounding third, and heading for home is Tyler Enns. And an RBI single for big Nate Ackerman has given the Swift Current Indians a 1-run lead here. An RBI single that brought in Tyler Enns. Enns walked, stole second, and then big Nate hammered him home. 3-2 the score.
Now
favoring the Swift Current Indians.
Nick Day.
Top of the 5th inning.
Tonight. If he gets out, it's 2 beer for $8 at the Park in the Park.
So Arizona's Nick Day at the plate now. 1 for 2 on the night. He grounded out to the third baseman the last time he was up, and in his first WNBL at bat, he had a stand-up double. So let's see what Day will do in his 3rd trip to the plate. He's got Nate Ackerman at first to work with, 2 away. Pitch from Spencer inside to the big third baseman. Day looks like he goes about between 220 and 230. 1-0 pitch forthcoming with Ackerman at first. Swift Current Indians. That's the way you want it drawn up. Tyler Enns getting himself on base, stealing a base, and then Nate Ackerman hitting him home. If the Tribe can keep doing that, then they'll keep getting runs, and it'll lead to success for them. Count 1-1 to Nick Day at the plate. Kevin Betancourt on deck for the Swift Current Indians. Nate Ackerman leading off at first. 1-1 count. Pitch today, and he's going to foul that off of himself. And count will be 1-2 to the big infielder. Nate Ackerman staying put at first. No fresh signals coming in from Joe Carnahan down the third base line, the head coach of the Swift Current Indians. Two away here, top of the 5th inning, 3-2 the Swift Current Indians lead it. Nate Ackerman with an RBI single moments ago at first base. The 1-2 pitch today, just a bit outside. Deuce is wild now with 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 away. Back into the box and awaits the 2-2 offering. Pitch on the way. And that almost gets the big infielder. Full count now. Nice calm night in Moose Jaw. Weather forecast called for rain just prior to this game. That thankfully missed us. Didn't miss neighboring community Regina. Apparently Regina pounded with hail earlier this afternoon, but the weather's staying nice in Moose Jaw. 3-2, Ackerman in motion. And Nick Day staying alive in this exchange with Tanner Spencer, fouling that one towards the screen. And Tanner Spencer just hitting 90 pitches as we're in the top of the 5th inning. No action at all in either team's bullpen. Three-two, low and away. He walked him. No, he didn't.
That's an out by our Molson Beer
Nick
Bags.
Day
Two
caught
for
looking.
$8 at the Park in the Park. Line them up.
Strike 3, third out, but the Swift Current Indians do put one on the board. Nate
Top of the
Ackerman
fifth
drives
inning
in
of the
Tyler
GLB
Enns.
Electric
3-2
scoreboard.
tribe with the
One
bottom
run,
of the
one hit,
5th
no
coming
errors,
up on
one
Full
left
Line
on
Ag,
base.
Swift Current Indians baseball.
Treat your dad to the Father's Day buffet at Living Sky Casino. From 4:30 to 7:30, the Sky Center will host a barbecue-themed buffet featuring bannock and butter, potato salad, pasta salad, coleslaw, veggies and dipped, baked beans, baked potato, and succulent barbecued beef on a bun, barbecued chicken, and pork ribs. Not to mention corn on the cob, watermelon, and some of Dad's favorite desserts. For all Dad's done for you, treat him to the Father's Day buffet at the Sky Center, June 21st from 4:30 to 7:30 at Living Sky Casino. Play responsibly.
Many of us take our ability to communicate for granted, yet the ability to hear and be heard is much more vital to our everyday lives than we realize. If you or someone you know is struggling, please call The Hearing Place at 778-0826 and book your appointment with our clinical audiologist, Karen Woods. The Hearing Place. We focus on our client's journey.
Well, back before the WNBL was a straight-up collegiate league, you had some guys that played in the league in excess of 10 years, and those were two of them right there having a conversation down the first base line. Moose Jaw Miller Express assistant coach Corey Olofsson and Joe Carnahan of the Swift Current Indians. Some interesting conversations could certainly be had between those two. A lot of baseball games between the two of them, a lot of baseball knowledge between the two of them. Corey Olofsson acting as Michael Hunt's assistant coach here in Moose Jaw.
DH Levi Moon.
Joe Carnahan, his 7th season as head coach of the Swift Current Indians. Joe, a league MVP in 2004. Most valuable pitcher in the WNBL, he won that award. Joe, a lefty who could throw hard back in his pitching days. Levi Moon up for the Moose Jaw Miller Express. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. It's a 3-2 Swift Current Indians lead as Nate Ackerman drove in Tyler Enns from second base in the Tribe's half of the 5th to give the Tribe this 1-run lead. We've had some slugfest innings between the Swift Current Indians and the Moose Jaw Miller Express over the past few days, and we'll see how the Millers respond, going 8-9-1 here. Levi Moon, who flew out to Darren Koch the last time he was up at the plate now. Brennan Reedy and Derek Cornell will also be summoned to the plate in the bottom of the 5th inning to try and provide some offense for Moose Jaw. Moon with the count 2-0 awaits the next offering from Nelson Quark, and Quark will just miss low, 3-0 count to the DH from Red Deer. And Levi Moon will be walked in 4 pitches.
These boots are made for walking, and that's just what they'll do.
Nelson Quark,
One of these days, these boots are
just over 90
gonna
pitches so
walk
far.
over you.
And as we get later into this one, Levi Moon, after drawing a walk, is going to exit in favor of a pinch runner. As coming in to run the base pads for Levi Moon. Is a pinch runner who doesn't get his name in the program. But we assume he's going to bring mobility to the base pads with the Miller Express down 1 here. And the offering to Reedy. Reedy shows bunt, pulls away, but strike 1 is called. James, who's that at first? Ryan Botterill. So Ryan Botterill at first, coming into pinch run for Levi Moon. Botterill Fresh off the bench, has to slide face first back into the bag to stay safe on that pickoff attempt. And back-to-back pickoff attempts for Botterill, the pinch runner. Nelson Cork, keeping an eye on him. As the number 9 hitter, Brennan Reedy. Reedy legged out an infield single the last time he was up, a ball that took a funny hop on Jose Rojas. Rojas got the throw off, but not quite in time. Reedy's going to try and get a bunt down, and that'll go off the head of the bat, foul, and 0-2. So the complexion of this at-bat changes. Reedy unable to drop that bunt. And count now 0-2 with nobody out. And that same runner at first base. Levi Moon walked. Ryan Botterill coming in to pinch run for him. Kevin Betancourt lining up off the center of the plate, but a pitch high and inside. And 1-2 the count. Top of the order, and Derek Cornell on deck. Nobody out here. Nelson Cork entering his 5th inning of work. Sliced just over Drew Brooks. He dove for it, and it took a funny hop on it. Tyler Enns covering before the runner can scamper to third. And a solid single for Brennan Reedy. Number 9 hitter for the Moose Jaw Miller Express is 2 for 2. Table is set for the top of the order. Nobody out. 2 on. And Derek Cornell up. 217 hitter. He's walked and flown out thus far. And Derek Cornell is just going to step away from the batter's box and get some words of wisdom from Miller Express coach Michael Hunt. Reedy at first, Ryan Botterill at second. Express. Moose Jaw with outs to work with here. Nobody down in the bottom of the 5th inning. And it's a 3-2 Swift Current Indians lead, but the speedy Ryan Botterill represents the tying run at second base. Miller Express have some options. We'll see if they don't try and bunt the leadoff guy here. Throw to Jose Rojas. Botterill was safe. Rojas right behind Botterill, but they'll focus on Cornell, who tries to get a bunt down. Reaches for a pitch up in the zone. And 1-1 will be the count to Cornell. 1-0 make that. One-0 pitch. Swinging away this time is Cornell, and that'll be caught by Darren Koch in left field. Runners stay put. Cornell for the second time tonight flies out to left.
Now to bat for the Miller Express left fielder Chris Soares.
So Chris Soares' turn, 1 down. Runners don't advance. Soares advanced runners the last time he was up with a sac bunt. Doing what was asked of him at the plate to advance the cause for the Miller Express. He's going to swing away here, and he's going to hit a high fly ball to Tyler Enns in center field. Ends with the grab. Ball not deep enough to advance the runners. And the Tribe can breathe a little bit easier. Not out of the woods yet. They still got the big bat of Ben Douglas to deal with.
First baseman Ben Douglas.
Douglas 2 for 2 thus far with a double and an RBI single that scored 2. So the Miller Express with 2 runs, both of them coming off the bat of Big Ben Douglas, the Moose Jaw product. So 2 outs for the Swift Current Indians. They can see the end of the woods, but they're not out of them yet. Quark has a look at Botterill at second. Delivers inside to Douglas. And it'll be a 1-0 count. Jeremy Stidham, the catcher, on deck. So 2 for 2 is Big Ben Douglas. Douglas 322 on the year. Quark looks the runner at second. Nobody tips their hand. Pitch to Douglas, just misses up. Swift Current Indians starting to loosen up Aaron Godinez. As Quark is about to throw pitch 75 on the night. .30 count to Douglas. Nelson Quark with runners at first and second, 2 out, and 3-0 pitch delivers. Up and out, and he's going to walk Douglas. Nelson Quark and the Swift Current Indians mindful of what Ben Douglas can do with the bat, not giving him much to work with. So they walk him and take their chances on Jeremy Stidham.
Now to bat for the Miller Express, catcher Jeremy Stidham.
Stidham is struck out and flown out. 2 out here, bases loaded. Moose Jaw Miller Express down by 1, but they're knocking on the door. And the Swift Current Indians are going to try and emphatically slam said door. As Nelson Quark blows strike 1 past Stidham. Runners stay put. Douglas at first. Brennan Reedy at second.
It's time for Tim.
Pitch runner Ryan Botterill at third. Nelson Quark throwing to Kevin Betancourt behind the plate. 0-1 is the count. Quark and Betancourt have a quick chat and ponder what to do with Jeremy Stidham, who's 0 for 2 thus far. Bases loaded. Bottom of the 5th inning. Tribe with a 1-run lead, but Moose Jaw can change that if Stidham can get good wood on a pitch from Quark. The 0-1. Up and away. 1-1. Nelson Quark, 3rd start of the year for the Swift Current Indians. He was the opening day winner against the Moose Jaw Miller Express as he threw in a 12-3 Swift Current Indians victory. Quark finds the zone for strike 2. And 1-2 the count. Jeremy Stidham from Colorado Springs, Colorado, Colby Community College. College teammate of Swift Current Indians Reed Fritzke. Count 1-2 with 2 away and the bases loaded. The 1-2 pitch is up. Things evened out at 2-2. Stidham lays off the high fastball. Two-two pitch, swung on and miss. Strike 3. And Nelson Quark needed a big strikeout, and he got Jeremy Stidham. The bases remain loaded, and that's huge for Nelson Quark and the Swift Current Indians. The dugout is fired up. If you're a fan of the Tribe, you should be too. 5 innings in the books. It's a 3-2 Swift Current Indians lead. We'll be back with the Tribe on the sticks when we return with Full Line Ag Swift Current Indians baseball.
Get your motor running and head out to Living Sky Casino for a chance to win his and hers 2015 Harley-Davidson Dyna Switchbacks in Born to Be Wild. Swipe your player's card daily for your chance to qualify for the grand prize draw. Qualifier draws are held every Tuesday at 8. And if you're here when your name is drawn, you'll also win a $500 cash bonus. Grand prize draw will take place Tuesday, June 30th at 8, with the qualifiers playing the Mystery Key Game. One lucky winner will be heading down the highway with his and hers motorcycles valued at over $50,000. Born to Be Wild. Now through June at Living Sky Casino. Live it up. Play responsibly. Excel Bus Lines is proud to once again be the official carrier of the Swift Current Indians, and have they got a deal for baseball fans. This July 23rd to 28th, see the Toronto Blue Jays in Seattle, $9.49 per person, double occupancy, and the seats are all in the lower club. That'll get you 3 baseball games plus rooms, and the trip is guaranteed. Also ask about a cruise trip in February of 2016 and their 7 Disneyland trips. Excel Bus Lines, the official carrier of the Swift Current Indians.
Well, on Retro Night here in Moose Jaw, Nelson Quark says a wop babaloo baba wop bamboo to bases loaded for the Moose Jaw Miller Express and strikes out Jeremy Stidham to strand 3, and it's still a 3-2 Swift Current Indians lead. Kevin Betancourt due up for the Swift Current Indians, as well as Casey Bang and Jake Garcia. the Swift Current Indians. That's 6,
Leading
7,
off for
8.
Swift Currents, catcher Kevin Betancourt.
So we'll see what KB can do here. He's reached on a fielder's choice and flown out in his previous 2 trips to the plate. Still on the mound for the Moose Jaw Miller Express. He is starting pitcher Tanner Spencer. Swift Current Indians have 6 hits off him thus far, en route to their 3 runs. 3-2 the score, top of the 6th. As Spencer winds and delivers, and Kevin Betancourt hammers that back into the screen. Swift Current Indians are a team that can make that highlight reel play, but if they want to keep winning games, they really have to look after the minutia, the small details. Pitch just outside to Betancourt, 1-1. Top of the 6th inning, 3-2 Tribe lead. And strike 2 called to Betancourt after losing 8 in a row. The Swift Current Indians winning last night. They'd love to get a little 2-game streak going before boarding the bus tomorrow to Edmonton to take on the Prospects tomorrow night and Sunday afternoon. Hope you can join us Sunday afternoon as well. Father's Day edition of Full Line Egg Baseball as Betancourt rockets one to left field. And underneath that to make the catch is Soares. So Betancourt flies out to left. Casey Bang.
First baseman Casey Bang.
On base percentage this game of 1,000 for Casey Bang as he's singled and walked thus far. 364 average for Bang coming into this game. Not an everyday player. Has Bang been this year, although he has started the last 3 for the Swift Current Indians. First pitch to Bang finds the strike zone from Tanner Spencer. Pitch just misses outside, or catches the strike zone. All right. Strike 2 to Bang. Jake Garcia waiting in the on-deck circle. 0-2 pitch as Spencer and Jeremy Stidham setting up Bang here. Low and away, and ball 1 is called. That one was close. Trevor Drury has called pitches similar to that strikes tonight. As Tanner Spencer gets ever so much closer to 100 pitches on the night, we start to see some action in the Miller Express bullpen. High fly ball by Casey Bang. That'll head into the seats.
Probably better if the ball hits the top of your head than your face.
1-2 the count. Top of the 6th inning, Swift Current Indians 3-2 lead here at Moose Jaw. As Bang tightened up that swing and fouled the last one off, and this time he's in front of an off-speed pitch from Spencer and goes down swinging.
Now the bat for Swift Current, DH Jake Garcia.
So Jake Garcia, who had that RBI single that scored 2 in the 3rd for the Swift Current Indians. To the plate now. He reached on error the last time he was up. So Garcia getting himself on base in his previous 2 trips to the dish. He's going to get underneath that offering and send it towards the backstop. And just hitting 100 pitches was Tanner Spencer. Miller Express warming up a righty in their bullpen. Can't tell who that is, but we'll certainly keep you abreast of that situation. Pitch in the dirt, and 1-1 will be the count to Jake. Tanner Spencer taking his time now between pitches after hitting that century mark. 1-1 offering to Garcia as he kicks and delivers. Fine strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 away. Nobody on here in the top of the 6th inning. 3-2, the Swift Current Indians lead it. 2 RBIs for Jake Garcia, 1 for Nate Ackerman to get the Swift Current Indians this 3-2 lead. And kicking and delivering is Spencer, and he's going to hit Garcia in the thigh. So Jake wears one, hit by a pitch, trots to first with a little bit of a limp after taking that ball in the leg. And that'll bring Drew Brooks to the plate. Moose Jaw Miller Express coach Michael Hunt is going to come out of the dugout and have a chat with Trevor Drury. And the base umpire is going to overrule the plate umpire and say that Garcia swung at that pitch instead of it hitting him. And Joe Carnahan is going to go have a chat with the base umpire after that.
Top of the 6th inning on the JLB Electric scoreboard.
So an interesting end here is Jake Garcia. We thought he was hit by a pitch, but we're going to cross that out on our scorecard and say caught swinging.
Proud sponsor, the Miller Express.
Michael Hunt asking Trevor Drury to appeal to the base umpire. He did, and the base umpire saying, no, he went around. He swung on that.
All right, I got my good buddy.
So a double whammy against Jake Garcia there as he ends up wearing a pitch and doesn't even get the free pass for it. So that'll do it.
Down the board.
Bottom of the 6th coming up in just a moment. Nelson Cork and the Swift Current Indians will take to the field. Actually, Nelson Cork won't. New pitcher, and we'll tell you all about that right after this.
Hearing Place is proud to continue their support of the Swift Current Indians Baseball Club. Located conveniently in the Swift Current City Plaza, the Hearing Place is your #1 stop for hearing healthcare in Southwest Saskatchewan. Don't compromise on your hearing. Get tested by our qualified audiologist, Karen Woods. Call the Hearing Place at 778-0826 and book your appointment today. The Hearing Place. We focus on our client's journey.
Excel Bus Lines is proud to once again be the official carrier of the Swift Current Indians, and have they got a deal for baseball fans. This July 23rd to 28th, see the Toronto Blue Jays in Seattle. $9.49 per person, double occupancy, and the seats are all in the lower club. That'll get you 3 baseball games plus rooms, and the trip is guaranteed. Also ask about a cruise trip in February of 2016 and their 7 Disneyland trips. Excel Bus Lines, the official carrier of the Swift Current Indians.
Aaron Godinez in to pitch for the Swift Current Indians after Nelson Cork went 5 innings, allowing 4 hits.
Number 31, Aaron Godinez.
2 runs, not of the earned variety. And he walked 3, struck out 2 along the way in facing 22 hitters.
Jace McLean.
Jace McLean due up for the Moose Jaw Miller Express. He's flown out and doubled. That's his night. Bottom of the 6th inning, 3-2. The Swift Current Indians lead it. As we're at Full Line Ag, Swift Current Indians baseball. Joe Carnahan with a lengthy debate with the base umpire after Jake Garcia was hit by a pitch in mid-swing. The home plate umpire ruled that he could take his base, but when appealed to the base umpire said, nope, he went around, strike 3. As he was hit on the count being 1-2. So Joe not too happy about that, had a lengthy discussion, but still remains in this game. And 1-1 the count here as Aaron Godinez enters the game for the Swift Current Indians. And Godinez off-speed pitch to McLean. Aaron Godinez from Houston, California. Anytime, any place, on any amount of rest, Aaron Godinez. And called strike 3 as he's going to catch Jace McLean looking. And welcome to the game, Aaron Godinez, his first strikeout.
Miles Orschelin.
So Miles Orschelin up now. Aaron Godinez, 0-1 with a 1.92 ERA. 7 games he's appeared in. He's worked 18 and 2/3 innings, striking out 14, walking 5. And allowing 21 hits in his 18 and 2/3 innings of work. So Godinez, appearance number 8 on the year with his 1.92 ERA. Swinging and missing at a breaking ball is Orschelin. And the count is 0-2. Swift Current Indians up 3-2, bottom of the 6th inning on Full Line Ag, Swift Current Indians baseball. Nelson Cork, a strong 5-inning performance. Aaron Godinez looking to carry that on. High fly ball. hit to Jose Rojas, the shortstop. He'll make that catch in the middle of the field. Orchelet flies out to the shortstop. Andrew Wilson up.
Now to bat for the Miller Express shortstop, Andrew Wilson.
Andrew Wilson flew out to right field, and Nate Ackerman the last time he was up. And that turned into a 9-5 double play, as the runner at second base tagged up and scurried to third, but Ackerman with the throw in time. So 0 for 2 tonight is Wilson, flying out to Nate Ackerman in his previous 2 trips to the plate. Hits from the left side of the dish, but he sprayed a couple Nate's way in both appearances. First time facing Aaron Godinez, and Godinez curveball gets away from Betancourt and careens to the screen. Count is 1-1. Another pitch gets away from Betancourt, and the count will be 2-1. Tanner McCanich on deck for the Miller Express after Levi Moon, the designated hitter, was pinch ran. Aaron Godinez fastball is just a little bit up on Wilson. And it's a 3-1 count. Two away here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Strike 2 as Wilson takes a big hack with dangerous intentions. And the count is full with 2 away. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. As Aaron Godinez, 3-2 pitch, fouled off, sent towards Caribou Street in Moose
Today's
Jaw.
foul ball sponsor is Crackmasters
And
in
count
Moose
remains
Jaw.
full.
The auto appearance specialists take care of all your window repairs and replacements with efficiency and ease. Crackmasters in Moose Jaw, 801 High Street West.
So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away here. Bottom of the 6th inning, Swift Current Indians with a 3-2 lead. Andrew Wilson, number 7 hitter in the Miller Express batting order, as Aaron Godinez to the plate. And another one fouled off by Wilson. Wilson making Godinez throw it all at him here. As we get set for another full count pitch. Miller Express in their retro white jerseys, paying tribute to the Moose Jaw Regals. Jerseys that are being auctioned off here at the ballpark via silent auction. As Godinez delivers, swung on and missed, strike 3, he got him. And Aaron Godinez striking out the side as he comes in the bottom of the 6th. So Godinez doing his job, 3 up and 3K for the California pitcher. The Tribe on the sticks in the top of the 7th next when we return with Full Line Ag, Swift Current Indians baseball.
Looking for someone.
Treat your dad to the Father's Day buffet at Living Sky Casino. From 4:30 to 7:30, the Sky Center will host a barbecue-themed buffet featuring bannock and butter, potato salad, pasta salad, coleslaw, veggies and dipped, baked beans, baked potato, and succulent barbecued beef on a bun, barbecued chicken, and pork ribs. Not to mention corn on the cob, watermelon, and some of Dad's favorite desserts. For all Dad's done for you, treat him to the Father's Day buffet at the Sky Center, June 21st from 4:30 to 7:30 at Living Sky Casino. Play responsibly.
Many of us take our ability to communicate for granted, yet the ability to hear and be heard is much more vital to our everyday lives than we realize. If you or someone you know is struggling, please call The Hearing Place at 778-0826 and book your appointment with our clinical audiologist, Karen Woods. The Hearing Place. We focus on our client's journey.
And we're back with more Full Line Ag, Swift Current Indians baseball. Top of the 7th inning, 3-2 Tribe lead. And 9-1-2 due up for the Swift Current Indians. That'll be Drew Brooks, Jose Rojas, and Tyler Enns for the Tribe. 3-2, Jake Garcia has 2 RBIs for the Swift Current Indians. Nate Ackerman has the other one. Drew Brooks has flown out to left field both times he's been up. And he awaits the first offering from Tanner Spencer. Spencer still going for the Moose Jaw Miller Express. They're going to send him deep into this one. North of 100 pitches in this game as we enter the top of the 7th. And a few guys lightly playing catch in the Mills bullpen. Strike 2 called to Drew Brooks. Why not keep him in there if he's still throwing strikes? 0-2 the count to the San Antonio Texan, Brooks. The 0-2 pitch. High fastball. Brooks lays off. 1-2. Jose Rojas, uncharacteristically 0 for 3 on deck. As the Swift Current Indians will get set to turn the order over for the 3rd time. 4th plate appearance for Rojas.
7 last number. Lefty. 7, 13.
So 1-2 the count to Brooks as Spencer delivers. Fastball up. 2-2 count to Brooksy. First season in the WNBL for Drew Brooks. Good defensive player. He's played shortstop, third base, and second base is where he finds himself tonight. Hit deep by Drew Brooks. That is sent back to right field. And that ball will clear the right field wall. Home run number 2 on the season. Drew Brooks, 4-2 Tribe. The diminutive infielder comes up big for the Swift Current Indians late in the game here and pads the lead by 1 as Drew Brooks hits a bomb to right. The little Texan picked up his genuine powerized lightning strike Louisville Slugger baseball bat and hit a no-doubter to give the Tribe a 2-run cushion. And some offense from the number 9 hitter in the Swift Current Indians order has given them a little bit more to play with late in the game here. 4-2 the score. Breaking pitch to Jose Rojas and called strike. Drew Brooks, 2nd home run of the year, 2nd on the Swift Current Indians in that statistic. Only about 5'7". He doesn't look like a guy that can wow you with his power, but for the 2nd time this year, both home runs coming on the road, 1 in Melville and 1 here in Moose Jaw. Drew Brooks goes yard. So Jose Rojas, 2-1 the count to Jose. We're going to pause things here at Roswell's Park as a stray ball from the Miller Express bullpen finds its way onto the playing surface. Good to go now. Count 2-1 to Rojas. Ground ball hit along the first base line in the glove of Ben Douglas, and he'll get the unassisted out. 1 down as Rojas grounds out to the first baseman. Tyler ends up. He's walked and ground out a couple times, both to the shortstop.
Now to bat, center fielder Tyler Enns.
Enns has scored one of the Swift Current Indians' 3 runs in this game as he was hammered home from second base by Nate Ackerman for the Tribe go-ahead run, their 3rd run in this 4-2 lead. Drew Brooks, though, here in the 7th inning, just a scintillating shot. Home run to right field. Pitch outside to Stidham. And 1-0 count to Enns, Winnipeg native. Darren Koch on deck. Koch 1 for 3. Ground ball hit by Enns. That's in the glove of Brennan Reedy. He'll double clutch, throw to first for the 4-3. Tyler Enns grounding out to the second baseman.
Now to bat for Swift Current, left fielder Darren Koch.
So Koch 1 for 3 on the night. Waiting the first offering from Tanner Spencer. Righty from Craig, Saskatchewan. And that one will get away from Spencer as he'll throw it hard into Darren Koch. Koch wears one, shakes his head, and will take his base. First hit batsman of the night by Spencer.
Right fielder Nate Ackerman.
And Nate Ackerman up now. And Moose Jaw Miller Express coach Michael Hunt wanting to call timeout. And eventually gets his wish. And moments after Darren Koch was dotted by Tanner Spencer, Mike Hunt is going to go out and have a chat with his pitcher.
UFC, your official MLB dealer in Moose Jaw. Built by fans, for fans.
And Spencer will stay in this one for now. Just a quick chat from Michael Hunt, coach of the Miller Express. He's wondering if his reliever is ready. And he is. So we'll see how much longer Tanner Spencer stays in this game for. Zeroing in on 120 pitches on the night for Spencer. Got some good miles out of him. Pitch to Ackerman is low. 1-0 count. Darren Koch at first after being hit moments ago. One-0 pitch in the dirt. Scurrying to second base is Darren Koch. He better get down, and he is out. A great job by Stidham to recover that ball after it went off his chest protector. And he hulked that throw to second base to get Koch. So Koch will be caught trying to swipe second. Nate Ackerman.
Top of the 7th inning on
He'll resume that at bat
scoreboard.
in the 8th inning. To the bottom of the 7 we go. Drew Brooks has given the Swift Current Indians a 2-run lead with a solo bomb to right field. 4-2 Tribe. We'll be back shortly with Full Line Ag Baseball.
Get your motor running and head out to Living Sky Casino for a chance to win his and hers 2015 Harley-Davidson Dyna Switchbacks in Born to Be Wild. Swipe your player's card daily for your chance to qualify for the grand prize draw. Qualifier draws are held every Tuesday at 8. And if you're here when your name is drawn, you'll also win a $500 cash bonus. Grand prize draw will take place Tuesday, June 30th at 8, with the qualifiers playing the Mystery Key Game. One lucky winner will be heading down the highway with his and hers motorcycles valued at over $50,000. Born to be Wild. Now through June at Living Sky Casino. Live it up. Play responsibly. Excel Bus Lines is proud to once again be the official carrier of the Swift Current Indians, and have they got a deal for baseball fans. This July 23rd to 28th, see the Toronto Blue Jays in Seattle. $9.49 per person, double occupancy, and the seats are all in the lower club. That'll get you 3 baseball games plus rooms, and the trip is guaranteed. Also ask about a cruise trip in February of 2016 and their 7 Disneyland trips. Excel Bus Lines, the official carrier of the Swift Current Indians.
Now to bat for the Miller Express, number 29, Tanner McCanich.
So Tanner McCanich hitting for the Moose Jaw Miller Express, where Levi Moon was. Levi Moon, in his last plate appearance, drew a walk and then was pulled from the game so the Millers could utilize a pinch runner. So Tanner McCanich is going to take over, hitting 8th in the Miller Express batting order. So McCanich, Reedy, Cornell due up here, barring any defensive substitutions. Bottom of the 7th, 4-2, Swift Current Indians lead. Tribe getting an extra run in their half of the 7th inning as Drew Brooks with a solo home run to right field. A ball that just rocketed off the bat head. And Aaron Godinez, his 2nd inning of work for the Swift Current Indians, as he struck out the side. Or struck out 2, rather. Ground ball. Hit to Drew Brooks. Look what I found, says Brooks, and throws a one-hopper to Casey Bang, and Bang can't find the handle. However, Swift Current Indians player is able to corral that before any damage is done, so McCanich is going to reach on error. And Brennan Reedy at the plate. Reedy 1 for 2.
Second baseman Brennan Reedy.
So runner on at first is McCanich. Reedy's going to try and get a bunt down, and does down the first. They get the runner in time. So runner advances to second as Reedy drops the sack bunt.
Now the bat for the Miller Express center fielder Derek Cornell.
So top of the order up for the Miller Express, Derek Cornell. Cornell 0 for 2, but he has walked tonight. And he's going to try and get a bunt down, and he does. Into the hand of Godinez and off to first. Cornell thrown out. So back-to-back sack bunts by the Moose Jaw Miller Express after Tanner McCanich reached on error. So McCanich bunted all the way to third. So Chris Soares up now with 2 out and a runner in scoring position. McCanich reached on error, bunted to second, bunted to third, and it's up to Soares now with 2 out to try and narrow the Swift Current Indian lead to 1. 4-2 the Tribe lead it, bottom of the 7th. Moose Jaw Miller Express trying to bite into that Tribe lead by playing some small ball, but that small ball is hit into the glove of Casey Bang. And that's enough of that. Soares lines out to the first baseman.
JLB Electric scoreboard. No runs, one
Top of the 8th coming up, still 4-2 Tribe. We're back shortly with Full Line Ag Baseball.
Hearing Place is proud to continue their support of the Swift Current Indians Baseball Club. Located conveniently in the Swift Current City Plaza, the Hearing Place is your #1 stop for hearing healthcare in Southwest Saskatchewan. Don't compromise on your hearing. Get tested by our qualified audiologist, Karen Woods. Call the Hearing Place at 778-0826 and book your appointment today. The Hearing Place. We focus on our client's journey.
Excel Bus Lines is proud to once again be the official carrier of the Swift Current Indians, and have they got a deal for baseball fans. This July 23rd to 28th, see the Toronto Blue Jays in Seattle, $9.49 per person, double occupancy, and the seats are all in the lower club. That'll get you 3 baseball games plus rooms, and the trip is guaranteed. Also ask about a cruise trip in February of 2016 and their 7 Disneyland trips. Excel Bus Lines, the official carrier of the Swift Current Indians.
New pitcher for the Moose Jaw Miller Express, Mitch Gullickson, is going to come in. 4.35 ERA, 10 1/3 innings of work. He's been hit off of 12 times, 5 runs, all of which are earned. Strikeout to walk ratio of 11-9. This is his 7th appearance of the year. Tanner Spencer going 7 innings of work, allowing 7 hits, 4 runs, all of them earned. He walked 2, struck out 6, and faced 30 batters in this game. Solid effort from Tanner Spencer. Moose Jaw Miller Express failed to come back. He will be tagged with a loss.
Now Swift Current right fielder Nate Ackerman.
So Nate Ackerman up now. Ackerman was last at the plate in the 7th inning. His bat cut short as Darren Koch attempted a steal and was caught at second base. So Nate Ackerman on the night for the Swift Current Indians has an RBI as he brought in Tyler Enns for the Swift Current Indians' 3rd run. Takes a big swing at the offering from Gullickson, and that bounces away from the catcher. Ackerman 1 for 3 on the night officially. First time facing pitcher Gullickson. Gullickson, right-handed pitcher, taking plenty of time between throws. Fastball to Ackerman, hammered right into the glove of Ben Douglas. Allowed out as Ackerman looking for an opposite field drive.
Third baseman Nick Day.
And that one was put right where Douglas was standing.
2 beer for $8 at the Park in the Park.
Nick Day 1 for 3 on the night, his Swift Current Indians debut. Just landed in Regina earlier this morning and met the team here in Moose Jaw. So Nick Day, third baseman. Defensively hasn't had any work. Nothing hit his way yet. And his third trip to the plate, fourth rather, 1 for 3 on the game. Doubled the first time he was up, so great first impression for Day. First pitch from the right-hander Gullickson. Paints the outside corner for strike 1.
Royal Bank Bingo has been won. Royal Bank Bingo has been won.
On deck is Kevin Betancourt. As Mitch Gullickson delivers the 0-1 pitch, and the count is now 0-2. Today, 1 down here, top of the 8th inning. 4-2, the Swift Current Indians lead it. Tribe trying to win their second game in a row after a 9-6 win last night in Swift Current in a rain-abbreviated game. 0-2 pitch, Day reaches and sends one onto Caribou Street.
Today's foul ball sponsor is Crackmasters in Moose Jaw. Their auto appearance specialists take care of all your window repairs and replacements with efficiency and ease. Crackmasters in Moose Jaw, 801 High Street West.
So 0-2, the count remains. Gullickson against Day here. As Gullickson, right-handed pitcher, winds and delivers. Curveball, Day times it, and that one hops over the third baseman and will be a single. A funny hop over top of Orchelin at third. And Day on at first.
Now to bat, catcher Kevin Betancourt.
So Betancourt now for the Tribe. 0 for 3 is Betancourt officially, reaching on a fielder's choice the first time he was up. And Betancourt did score one of the Swift Current Indians' runs in this one. Runner on at first, 1 out. Betancourt tries to get a bunt down, and he bunts it right into the gear of Jeremy Stidham, and that one hurt the catcher. So Stidham will take a moment. After Betancourt tried to play a little small ball to advance Big Nick Day. Betancourt underneath that bunt and catching Stidham right in the face. It's not a pleasant experience for catchers, but one that I imagine most are used to. If you ever do get used to that. So the 0-1, Mitch Gullickson to the plate. Fastball blown by Betancourt. Two on a quiet night in Moose Jaw. Shot by Betancourt, hit to right field, and that is going to one hop and get by McLean in right. It took a funny hop on him, and Kevin Betancourt will gallop to second, and Nick Day will go to third. And that's a tough one for Jace McLean, as he went to field that on the one hopper, and the ball just took a left turn on him. And by the time he was able to get the handle on it, Betancourt and Day had advanced to second and third respectively.
Now to bat for Swift Current first baseman Casey Bang.
So there's the pitch. First offering to Bang from Gullickson finds the strike zone. And Casey Bang trying to pad the Swift Current Indians lead. We're in the top of the 8th inning. 4-2, the Tribe lead it. Runners on at second and third, 1 out. Swift Current Indians with a few offensive options. Bang at the plate has singled, walked, and struck out. Fastball blown by him from Gullickson. Gullickson looks to have a little bit more zip on his fastball than Tanner Spencer, the starting pitcher for the Moose Jaw Miller Express. Gullickson hasn't thrown 120 pitches tonight either, though. But a little bit more velocity than what the Tribe are used to tonight. 0-2 pitch, low and away. And ball one is called. Nick Day at third, Kevin Betancourt at second. On deck is Jake Garcia, who's got 2 RBI tonight. And Bang's going to call timeout. And take a few extra seconds to think about what he may be seeing from Gullickson here in the top of the 8th inning with his Swift Current Indians up 4-2. We've been playing for about 2 hours, 15 minutes of this one here in the top of the 8th. Two-two pitch with one out. Gullickson. Shot by Bang, hit to left field. And getting underneath that is Cornell. Catch is made. And nobody tagging up and running. Everyone just staying put. As Cornell was able to get that into the infield in a hurry.
Swift Current, DH Jake Garcia.
So Jake Garcia, 2 RBIs on the night. Let's see if he can get 2 more with 2 out here in the 8th inning. Garcia 2 for 3 on the evening. A 194 hitter coming into this game. So 2 for 3 night won't hurt Jake. First pitch finds the strike zone. Righty on righty here. Low and away. Drew Brooks in the on-deck circle. We'll see if we get to him with 2 outs here in the top of the 8th inning. Swift Current Indians visiting the Moose Jaw Miller Express. Their first trip to Moose Jaw this year. Moose Jaw's been in Swift 3 times. This is Swift's first stop in Moose Jaw. Had to drive through it a few times en route to some of their other road games. So for many members of the Swift Current Indians playing their first year of the Wimble, their first look at the venerable Roswells Park. Good job by the Moose Jaw Miller Express board. Every time you come to Roswells Park, there seems to be something new, whether it's a fan zone, party zone, or counter-high tables for fans to enjoy the game on. It's an old park here in Moose Jaw, but they're doing a good job of keeping things fresh. Jake Garcia, 1-2 the count. Working against Mitch Gullickson. Gullickson had been throwing a lot of heat, but he got Jake to swing at a changeup. And the count is 1-2. Drew Brooks, number 9 hitter, waits on deck. We're in the 8th inning. 4-2, the Tribe lead it. Pitch in the dirt. Blocked by Stidham. Day's going to stay put at third. And Deuce is wild now with 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 away. Swift Current Indians will bus back to Swift Current tonight and then board the Iron Lung again tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. for a 7-hour roadie to Edmonton. Pitch is up. 3-2 to Garcia. Going the distance with 2 out and 2 on. 4-2, the Swift Current Indians lead it, looking for a little bit more insurance as we get into the late stages of this contest with the Moose Jaw Miller Express. Top of the 8th inning is where we are. 3-2 pitch, and he's going to walk him. So Drew Brooks at the plate now, the number 9 hitter in the Tribe order. Brooks 1 for 3 with a scintillating home run the last time he was at the plate. That was a home run off Tanner Spencer. This is the first time Brooks has seen Mitch Gullickson, the righty, on now. Bases loaded for Brooks, 2 away here in the 8th. Swift Current Indians can really open up their lead in the late stages here. Drew Brooks, runners in scoring position for him with the bases loaded. First pitch from Gullickson misses to Brooks. 1-0 count. Jose Rojas in the top of the order on deck for the Swift Current Indians. 1-0 pitch, and that's at the shoes of Brooks. Stidham can't find it. Runners stay put. Stidham does find it. And nobody moves. 2-0 to Brooks. Drew Brooks, youngest member of the Swift Current Indians team, but showing discipline beyond his years, making pitchers throw to him. And Brooks, last time he was up, certainly saw something he could drive. 2-0 pitch from Gullickson forthcoming to Brooks, and that's just a bit up. 3-0. Gullickson walking Jake Garcia moments ago on a pitch that was close. And now Brooks awaiting the 3-0 pitch as Gullickson winds and fires. And the 3-0 pitch is going to be inside, and a run will be walked in. as back-to-back walks end up scoring Nick Day. Nick Day way back when singled. And Mitch Gullickson showing some frustration on the mound is going to get a visit from Michael Hunt, coach of the Moose Jaw Miller Express.
Stoppage in play brought to you by Connexus. Don't like to pay service fees?
5-2 the lead now for the Swift Current Indians.
Freestyle checking account, no monthly service or processing fees. It's a no-fee account.
Kevin Betancourt singled. He's at third base right now. Jake Garcia was walked, and Drew Brooks was walked.
Shortstop Jose Rejas.
Jose Rojas up now for the Swift Current Indians. Michael Hunt heads back to the dugout. Moose Jaw Miller Express warming up another righty. We'll see if we get to him here. Right now, Michael Hunt giving Mitch Gullickson a chance to get out of this jam on his own. 2 out here. He's walked a couple with 2 down to elongate the top of the 8th inning. 5-2, the Swift Current Indians lead it. The Tribe getting a little bit of insurance from back-to-back walks, the second of which had the bases loaded to bring in that 5th run. Pitch that stays a bit up. Count is 2-1 to Rojas. Rojas uncharacteristically 0 for 4 in this one. Coming into this game, the way Rojas had been approaching the plate, that ball looked grapefruit-sized for him, but there's a line drive hit just past the glove of Wilson at short. 1 scores, 2 scores, RBI single for Rojas. 2 more come in. Roses are red, violets are blue. We got 7, they got 2. Andrew Wilson at short. Looked like he had trouble reading that ball off the bat head, and that was just off the end of his glove into the outfield. And 2 come in to score. Runners on the corners now, and Tyler ends up. Ends 0 for 3 with a walk and a run scored tonight. And the Moose Jaw Miller Express looking for an elusive 3rd out as the Swift Current Indians have added some insurance runs as we get late in this one. Top of the 8th inning. And the Tribe have put 3 more on the board. Nick Day and Kevin Betancourt with singles. Jake Garcia and Drew Brooks with walks. And Jose Rojas with an RBI single that scored 2. That's the Tribe construction of 3 runs this inning. As Tyler Enns fouls one right behind him. Out of the ballpark. So 1-1 the count to the outfielder. Ends. And slices one towards the Swift Current bullpen. And that'll just get out of the ballpark. Foul. And 1-2 is the count. So Rojas at first. Drew Brooks at third. 1-2 pitch. In the dirt, blocked by Stidham. Brooks unable to advance. And the count is 2-2. Gullickson just over 30 pitches in his first inning of work here. Rojas in motion already. Ground ball by Enns. That's in the glove of Wilson and thrown to first. Enns was in a hurry, but he didn't get there in time, so he'll ground out to short. Swift Current Indians will strand a couple, but they'll score a couple as well. The Tribe put up 3 in their half of the 8th inning, and it's a 7-2 lead. Bottom of the 8th inning coming up when we're back with Full Line Ag Swift Current Indians baseball.
Treat your dad to the Father's Day buffet at Living Sky Casino. From 4:30 to 7:30, the Sky Center will host a barbecue-themed buffet featuring bannock and butter, potato salad, pasta salad, coleslaw, veggies and dipped, baked beans, baked potato, and succulent barbecued beef on a bun, barbecued chicken, and pork ribs. Not to mention corn on the cob, watermelon, and some of Dad's favorite desserts. For all Dad's done for you, treat him to the Father's Day buffet at the Sky Center, June 21st from 4:30 to 7:30 at Living Sky Casino.
Living Sky Casino. Living Sky.
Play responsibly.
Many of us take our ability to communicate for granted, yet the ability to hear and be heard is much more vital to our everyday lives than we realize. If you or someone you know is struggling, please call The Hearing Place at 778-0826 and book your appointment with our clinical audiologist, Karen Woods. The Hearing Place. We focus on our client's journey.
Douglas, Stidham, and McLean due up for the Miller Express.
First baseman Ben Douglas.
Sands in the hourglass, trickling away from the Miller Express as the Swift Current Indians put up 3 in their half of the 8th and now have a 7-2 lead here in Moose Jaw. Ben Douglas, who homered last night in Swift Current, at the plate now, trying to get some offense going for the Miller Express. Aaron Godinez getting set for his 3rd inning of work. Throws to Douglas for strike 1. Change up. Chipped off by Douglas. Foul. 0-2. Douglas, high fly ball. Tyler ends in center field. Positions himself underneath it, makes the grab. So Douglas flies out to center.
Miller Express catcher Jeremy Stidham.
Jeremy Stidham 0 for 3 on the night for the Miller Express. Striking out twice. High fly ball. Hit to center field, and again, Tyler ends. Gets underneath and makes the grab. Moose Jaw Miller Express, they like how those pitches look right into the hand of Aaron Godinez.
Miller Express right fielder Jace McLean.
They're swinging early in the count against the Swift Current Indians right-hander. Jace McLean up now. McLean 1 for 3 with a double. So McLean, 1 for 3, tries to get resourceful and drop a bunt. Pitch curves away from his bat, and he pulls back. 1-0 count. Godinez, pitch outside and in the dirt, 2-0. Miles Orchelin on deck. 2 away here, bottom of the 8th inning, 7-2. The Swift Current Indians lead it. Tribe poised to take a 2-game win streak after an 8-game skid. A win tonight would move the Swift Current Indians to 4-10, heading to Alberta tomorrow for a pair of games in Edmonton. Telus Field has been good to the Swift Current Indians over the years. McLean fouled off. And 2-2, the count here. Aaron Godinez. Jace McLean. 7-2 Swift Current Indians lead it. Godinez looks at the runner, winds and delivers. Curveball stays out. And 3-2 the count. Jace McLean coming into this game a .255 hitter with 1 home run and 11 RBI. Pitch to Godinez and called strike 3. And another strikeout for Aaron Godinez, who came on in relief.
Bottom of the 8th inning on the JLB electric scoreboard. No runs.
And
no
he
hits,
fans
no errors,
McLean.
none left on base.
Top of the 9th inning coming up in just moments. Swift Current Indians trying to add to a 7-2 lead here at Moose Jaw. We're back with full line egg baseball after this.
Get your motor running and head out to Living Sky Casino for a chance to win his and hers 2015 Harley-Davidson Dyna Switchbacks in Born to Be Wild. Swipe your player's card daily for your chance to qualify for the grand prize draw. Qualifier draws are held every Tuesday at 8. And if you're here when your name is drawn, you'll also win a $500 cash bonus. Grand prize draw will take place Tuesday, June 30th at 8, with the qualifiers playing the mystery key game. One lucky winner will be heading down the highway with his and hers motorcycles valued at over $50,000. Born to be wild. Now through June at Living Sky Casino. Live it up. Play responsibly. Excel Bus Lines is proud to once again be the official carrier of the Swift Current Indians, and have they got a deal for baseball fans. This July 23rd to 28th, see the Toronto Blue Jays in Seattle. $9.49 per person, double occupancy, and the seats are all in the lower club. That'll get you 3 baseball games plus rooms and the trip. Also ask about a cruise trip in February of 2016 and their 7 Disneyland trips. Excel Bus Lines, the official carrier of the Swift Current Indians.
Now to bat for Swift Current left
New
fielder
pitcher for the Moose Jaw
Darren
Miller Express as they send in righty Paul McMahon. McMahon, 3.6 ERA, 3 appearances on the year, 5 innings of work, allowing 1 hit, 3 runs, 2 of them earned. Striking out 6, walking 2 along the way is McMahon. Coming on, after Mitch Gullickson worked an inning for the Moose Jaw Miller Express. McMahon, right-handed pitcher, and facing off against Darren Koch here. Koch off the hands. Look out, fans. And that just stays in the playing surface. Thought that ball was heading right for us. Koch, Ackerman, Day due up for the Tribe. Moose Jaw Miller Express, and if you're just joining our Full Line Ag Swift Current Indians broadcast, as Koch fouls one off. Miller Express foregoing their yellow unis for tonight in favor of retro jerseys, paying homage to the Moose Jaw Regals. They're still the Moose Jaw Miller Express, just doing the right thing and paying tribute to a Hall of Fame baseball team that played in Moose Jaw in the 60s and 70s. As Koch is struck out by McMahon. That'll bring Nate Ackerman to the plate.
For Swift Current right fielder Nate Ackerman.
So we'll see what Big Nate can do with his .392 average, 3 home runs, and now 9 RBI to lead the Swift Current Indians after he drove in the Swift Current Indians' 3rd run tonight. Nobody on for him. Ackerman lined out to the first baseman the last time he was up, shot off the bat head. First time he's faced Paul McMahon, and McMahon delivers his fastball inside on Ackerman. Ball 1 the count. Top of the 9th inning, 7-2, Swift Current Indians lead it. Glad you could join us for Full Line Ag, Swift Current Indians baseball. Pitch right back, low and inside to Ackerman, and the count is 2-0. Here in the top of the 9th. McMahon kicks and delivers to Ackerman. Ackerman line shot over top of Reedy, the second baseman, and that'll be a solid single for Big Nate. And Ackerman with that swing of the bat going 2 for 5 on the night.
Now the bat for Swift Current third baseman Nick Day.
Nick Day up. His first game with the Tribe. He's 2 for 4. So he's endeared himself to coaching staff, Joe Carnahan and Eric Dorton. Arrived in Regina via plane early this morning and met the Swift Current Indians in Moose Jaw. Nick Day, new third baseman for the Swift Current Indians. Big boy at the plate. Doubled in his first at bat. Ackerman at first. Day at the dish, Betancourt on deck. 1-0 count. Paul McMahon, third pitcher utilized by the Moose Jaw Miller Express. Delivers to the plate, and Nick Day backs that thing up to get out of the way of that one. 2-0 count. McMahon to the plate, and that pitch between the chin and the letters of Day. 3-0. One down here in the top of the 9th inning, with the Tribe up 7-2. To the plate goes McMahon. Strike 1. Fastball. 3-1 now. Nate Ackerman leading off at first. No pickoff attempts from McMahon as of yet with Ackerman at first. Winds and delivers today. Day takes a big hack at the 3-1 and strike 2 called. Full count now, 3-2. 1 away, top of the 9th inning. Paul McMahon, the 3-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. He got him. Hammered that fastball by Day. So not a bad debut for Nick Day. Ends up going 2 for 5 with a double. Kevin Betancourt up now with 2 away. KB 1 for 4 on the night. Nate Ackerman at first for him to work with. Swift Current Indians 7-2 lead. We're in the top of the 9th inning. Nobody warming up in the Swift Current Indians bullpen, so we have to think Aaron Godinez will likely be deployed for the bottom of the 9th, given mop-up duties. Godinez coming in the 6th. As Paul McMahon winds and delivers. Betancourt chops one, and that's in the glove of the catcher. Off to first. Nope, ruled a foul ball. So what looked like it was going to be a 2-3 out will end up being an 0-1 count to Kevin Betancourt. Casey Bang on deck for the Tribe. A 1 pitch to Betancourt, and that misses inside. 1-1. Ground ball by Betancourt. And Orchelin fields that one for the 5-3. And 5 will have to be enough for the Swift Current Indians. It's a 7-2 lead, bottom of the 9th on the way, when we're back with Full Line Ag Baseball.
Hearing Place is proud to continue their support of the Swift Current Indians Baseball Club. Located conveniently in the Swift Current City Plaza, the Hearing Place is your #1 stop for hearing healthcare in Southwest Saskatchewan. Don't compromise on your hearing. Get tested by our qualified audiologist, Karen Woods. Call the Hearing Place at 778-0826 and book your appointment today. The Hearing Place. We focus on our client's journey.
Excel Bus Lines is proud to once again be the official carrier of the Swift Current Indians, and have they got a deal for baseball fans. This July 23rd to 28th, see the Toronto Blue Jays in Seattle. $9.49 per person, double occupancy, and the seats are all in the lower club. That'll get you 3 baseball games plus rooms, and the trip is guaranteed. Also ask about a cruise trip in February of 2016 and their 7 Disneyland trips. Excel Bus Lines, the official carrier of the Swift Current Indians.
Welcome back to Full Line Ag, Swift Current Indians baseball, bottom of the 9th. The deficit for the Moose Jaw Miller Express to overcome is 5. So a mountain to climb for the Miller Express, and the Swift Current Indians hoping to hang on. And 2 days ago, what was an 8-game losing streak, the Tribe would like to turn into a 2-game win streak. What a difference a couple days make. The ugly caterpillar of a season for the Swift Current Indians poised to turn into a much better looking butterfly. Miles Orchelin due up for the Miller Express. Orchelin, Wilson, and Tanner McCanich, barring any substitutions by Michael Hunt and the Moose Jaw Miller Express coaching staff. Miles Orchelin 0 for 3 on the night. Reaches for an Aaron Godinez offering. So 7-2 the lead. Aaron Godinez has worked 3 innings for the Tribe, allowing 1 hit, striking out 3. in 10 batters faced. Shot by Orshellen. That's going to be a single as he hammers a line drive into the outfield. So the Miller Express not going quietly into the night, trailing by 5. And Andrew Wilson up.
The Miller Express shortstop, Andrew Wilson.
Wilson 0 for 3 on the night, striking out once along the way. Runner at first, as Godinez, righty on righty, throws that one all the way across the plate as Kevin Betancourt reaches outside for it. And 1-0 the count here. Bottom of the 9th, Tribe up by 5. Aaron Godinez looking to dispose of the Moose Jaw Miller Express. Another offering from Godinez that goes all the way across the plate. Low and outside, 2-0 count. Swift Current Indians hungry for some sort of a double play ball, and Godinez is going to keep Orshellen in check at first before delivering the 2-0 count to Encinitas, California native Andrew Wilson. To the plate goes Godinez, and that'll be strike 1. 2-1 the count. Here in the bottom of 9. Early morning for the Swift Current Indians tomorrow. They got about a 90-minute drive back to Swift Current and 8 a.m. bus ride first thing in the morning to Edmonton for 2 games at Telus Field. Saturday night and Sunday afternoon. We know Father's Day will probably be busy for you, but we certainly hope you can join us for a little bit of Full Line Ag. Swift Current Indians baseball on Sunday, live from Telus Field in Edmonton. Two-two pitch. Ground ball. Nick Day hurries after that one and gets it into the glove, and that's about all Nick Day can do as he fielded that on the run, and his options were limited with a good head of steam by Orshellen. So infield single for Wilson. And Tanner McCanich up. Miller Express doing their best to make it interesting. 7-2 the lead for the Swift Current Indians, but nobody out, and 2 on for the Mills.
Tanner McCanich.
Tying run for the Mills is still deep in their dugout, but the Miller Express making some noise here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Tanner McCanich hitting in the batting order where Levi Moon was. Levi Moon ended up walking a few innings ago, and he was substituted out for a pinch runner. And that's what brought us to Tanner McCanich occupying this spot in the batting order, the number 8 area. McCanich reached on error in his sole trip to the plate this game. Extended chat between Kevin Betancourt and Aaron Godinez on the mound for the Swift Current Indians. Trevor Drury's going to say, "Wrap it up, boys." Home plate umpire. So Betancourt settles back in behind the plate. Runners on at first and second here, bottom of the 9th. 7-2 lead for the Swift Current Indians. Nobody out, though, and the Moose Jaw Miller Express have 2 on. Godinez to McCanich, potential double play, the 6. Nope, they'll just go 6-3 as a good head of steam by the runner heading to second base. So runners at second and third, Tribe get an out. As McCanich grounds out to the second baseman.
Now to bat for the Millers, second baseman Brennan Reedy.
Brennan Reedy up now. Number 9 hitter in the order for the Miller Express. 1 for 2 the evening for Reedy. Reaching on air, and he also executed a successful sac bunt. And he singled in this game as well. Not a bad night for your number 9 hitter. They'd love for the number 9 hitter to come up big here with 2 on and 1 out. The Moose Jaw Miller Express down by 5. Top of the order, and Derek Cornell on deck. Godinez just missed with that offering low and away. 2-0 the count. Godinez says no to the first 2 signals from Kevin Betancourt. They agree. And the pitch, strike 1. That pitch low and away has been called for a strike frequently tonight. Pitchers in this game getting the benefit of the doubt on that offering. So 2-1 the count. Godinez fires off the end of the bat by Reedy and sent towards the backstop. Count is 2-2 now, with 1 down and 2 on. Moose Jaw Miller Express set to turn their order over yet again, as the top of the order is on deck. 2-2 outside. So 3-2 is where we're at now, full count. Remaining fans in Moose Jaw, a few of them got their rally caps on, willing the Moose Jaw Miller Express on here and trying to get something going for their team in the top of the 9th inning, down by 5. As Godinez to the plate, and he's going to walk Reedy, the number 9 hitter. Bases loaded, top of the order for the Miller Express. Derek Cornell is up.
For the Miller Express, center fielder Derek Cornell.
Cornell officially 0 for 2 on the evening. He's flown out a couple of times, walked, and sacrificed himself to advance runners. So Godinez is going to wait for his next offering here. Joe Carnahan is going to take a nice slow walk out. And have a conference with all involved. So bases loaded, 1 out. Swift Current Indians warming up Curtis Boussard, another player who just arrived for the Tribe earlier today. Picked up at the airport around the same time as Nick Day. So Curtis Boussard, new pitcher for the Tribe, may see some action tonight. First offering to the top of the order in Derek Cornell from Godinez. 0-1 the count. And make the count 2-0. Godinez going right after this hitter. Fans in the stands disagree with that strike 2 assessment from Trevor Drury. Bases loaded, 1 out. Miller Express down by 5, but making some noise here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Godinez. 0-2 pitch, just missed a bit outside. And 1-2 the count. Chris Suarez on deck for the Mills. Derek Cornell at the plate with 3 ducks on the pond. Pitch, ground ball, foul towards the Swift Current Indians dugout. Count remains 1-2. Only 1 away, Moose Jaw Miller Express with a few options. 1-2 pitch to Cornell, just missed. That'll make things 2-2 to the leadoff hitter. Godinez, 2-2 pitch, fouled off. Heads up, beer drinkers. That one was hit towards the party area here at Ross Wells Park. Count remains 2-2. Bases remain loaded. Miles Orshellen with a single. Wilson with a single. So 3 on, 3-2 pitch. Wind up and the delivery, and a walk issued, and a run comes in. We're at 7-3 now. Miller Express biting into that 5-run Swift Current Indians lead. And with the score now 7-3, the tying run represented at the plate by Chris Suarez.
Now the man for the Millers, left fielder Chris Suarez.
Joe Carnahan checking to see if Boussard is good to go here. The lefty warming up in the Tribe bullpen. Chris Suarez, number 2 hitter up now for the Millers. 0 for 3 tonight is his night. He did successfully drop a bunt to advance runners. So 5th at bat of the night. 0 for 3 is Suarez thus far. Bases are loaded. 0-1 count to him. Ground ball. Hit to Rojas. Rojas steps on his bag and gets the throw off to first. Did they turn 2? Yes, they did. A 6-3 double play. Rojas stepped on the bag as the runner was coming in, got that throw off to first, and that'll do it.
Bottom of the 9th inning on the JLB Electric scoreboard.
Swift Current Indians get out of here with a 7-3 win. And 2 days ago, what was a hideous 8-game losing skid, now the Swift Current Indians have won their last 2.
We wish them best of luck.
Our Swift Current Indians player of the game is Jake Garcia, officially going 2 for 3 with a couple of RBIs when it really counted. So player of the game, Jake Garcia, 2 for 3, 2 ribbies for him. Shout out to Drew Brooks as well with his dinger tonight. So 7-3, the Swift Current Indians get out of Moose Jaw with a W. They improve to 4-10, and our next broadcast is going to be tomorrow night from Telus Field in Edmonton. First pitch at 7:05. We look forward to you joining us there, and then 2:05 Sunday afternoon as well. So we'll see you in less than 24 hours from Edmonton. On behalf of our camera operator, Christina Schweitzer, it's Ryan Schweitzer saying good night from Ross Wells Park.